Can you hear me? Mic check.
I'll start now.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Flight, I think your mic is muted.
Can you? Yo, what's going on? Sorry for the technical difficulties. What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. I already know what it is. We back with another one of them things tonight. Listen, it's about to go down. Obviously, we got some real news to discuss today involving the Charlotte Hornets. There's a lot happening in the sports world. The summer league continues to heat up, but I think that with this situation with Brandon Miller being out, it has opened up things for some other players and to be featured out here. And I think we're going to be able to really get a better look. How good would it be, Charlotte rolling into training camp, a bunch of the young guys going in on a high note. Imagine Bouknight tonight. We're going to get into his numbers and his performance. But imagine if he can start waking up. Imagine if they can get some of these other guys, McGowans of the world and things of that nature. If these guys can start getting acclimated and start doing what they have to do, man, the sky's the limit for the Charlotte Hornets. It's so much things to discuss tonight, and we're going to get all into it. Also, we're going to be going all around the league. Salute to my man Basil Carpenter Jr. in the building. Salute to you and everybody that's out there that's rocking with Flight Sports. Listen, I got my man All Access in the building. Dex, talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. Shout out to the panel as it reaches its premium peak. Shout out to the chat and all of its cacophony spewing out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports block. And big ups. I'm talking major big ups. I'm talking about Orca big ups. I'm talking about Jaws big ups. I'm talking about anything that's big ups to everybody pulling up to Flight Sports TV. I hope you enjoy yourself. Listen, we only ask one thing. Please, the process. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. And we all thank Flight for inviting us to a front row seat to this here extravaganza. Flight, I have a problem, Flight.
Oh, damn. What's that?
Yeah, brother, I have a problem. Listen, the Charlotte Hornets is over. But not only that, there was a Bouknight sighting. There was a James Bouknight sighting, 28-7. But nobody's really lauding James Bouknight as they lauded Brandon Miller and Nick Smith Jr. Flight, that's not my problem, though. Because we've seen Bouknight hit like 33, 34 in Summer League.
That's right.
We've seen Bouknight hit like 35 in the G League. So that's not my qualm. But what I'm going to quibble over, Flight, what I'm going to quibble over, Flight, is that the Charlotte freaking Hornets scored 5 points in the first quarter. They was outgunned 25-5 in the first quarter. Going into the second quarter in the that second house, they were down 20, Flight. How you get down 20 in the first quarter? The game just started. Nobody's really warmed up. How you go down? Yes, they fought back. They showed some signs of life, and they showed some signs of resiliency. Because as I stated before, Bouknight hit 28-7. But Flight, how do you only score 5 points in the first quarter? That that's what I want to quibble about. Because that just shows me that nothing in this summer league fiasco, that these guys just don't want to be here. 5 points in the first quarter. That's probably the summer league record. Like,
That's right. I mean, that's a definitely a good look for my man James Bouknight. I want to hope that he can sustain this. I hope the other guys get activated. Bouknight has went through a tumultuous situation that we're gonna document tonight. I got my man Recap Rico in the building. What's the deal, Rico? It's Flight Sports. What's good? Matt, my man Rico will be back in with us,
Like, what's
Deal-
up, Jack?
Yo,
I
what's good, Rico?
bro, I was in a barber shop watching the Hornets game, and I was telling my barber about the channel and say, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Man, I, we was watching the Hornets game. I was telling him, man, it's like, yo, the amount of dedication it takes for, for us as a panel and you especially, Flake, get up every day and watch a Hornets game. Man, Flake, I fuck with you, brother. But yeah, Dex asking the important question. Five points in the first quarter, Flake. What you saw?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was definitely crazy.
Bro, I didn't even know. I started watching it like the third quarter. Damn, man, damn.
What what,
I
what
don't
you
know.
what you thought about James Bouknight tonight?
It's nice to see Booknight in the summer league and all. It's just I wonder if it's going to translate into regular season. Like, will he have a role, or is it just back and forth with the G League? It's nice to see him develop though. He getting better over time. He's definitely better than when we first saw him. I swear.
Yeah, because we have breaking news today. Obviously, if anybody hasn't heard, if you haven't watched the game, Brandon Miller has been shut down. Also, Kai Jones has been shut down. So those are the notable names that is absent. And let's see what happens with the Charlotte Hornets. They almost snuck out their first win today in the Summer League. We all know there's been a tumultuous, path for them. Hopefully they can start getting things going but it's just Summer League, But I do believe that the actual active roster of the Charlotte Hornets has winning on their mind. And I just wish that the young guys could get some winning vibes rolling into the season. That's all I want to see. It's a lot to look forward to. Heat offered hero for Dame. I heard about that. There's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of trade rumors popping all over the place. We still not done. This is the off season. I see a move happening. It's gonna happen. They're gonna trade Dame to Miami. They're just trying to get the pieces and everything organized. Last time I checked, the Blazers want 4 first-round picks. The Miami Heat was able to acquire 3, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, Miami has 3. They're trying to work on the 3rd first-round pick so they can pull the trigger on that deal. But I see that happen. It's gonna happen. Just everybody hold their horses. Um, Shout out to my man Thunder. He says Miller already played 5 games. Miller went out on a high note. Brandon Miller's summer league campaign. Everybody's gonna remember the lows. Some people are gonna remember the highs. It was an up and down summer league, and I think that they ended him out on the right note. Why do you want to keep playing him? And then it was pressure when everybody else is getting taken out. I expect the Thompson twins to follow suit next. Obviously, when you pull Scoot Henderson, we all know Wimbenyama was first, but Scoot was already hurt and they pulled him. You knew Miller was going to be on the table next. They wasn't going to let him keep rolling in there, and playing with all of the top picks getting pulled out. What does that say about Brandon Miller? That's not wouldn't have been a good look for them. Kai Jones was actually surprising that they elected to take him out as well. I was actually shocked. I'm not sure if Kai Jones accomplished everything he should have. Maybe y'all let me know. Did y'all see him taking the right strides? I would have loved to seen him a better interior defender. I thought that he needed to control the paint a little bit more. I thought that the bench player, the G Leaguer, I think his name is Najee, he was a way better center. You know, Obviously Kai is athletic, but I love the activity that the other center was playing with. The Charlotte Hornets, they on the up and ups, y'all. They got an influx of young talent coming into this team, and I think that they're going to be fine. Miller is the player that they needed. I think they needed this versatile wing who's going to be able to play multiple positions. Obviously, has the ability to defend. I'm not sure if he's a defender at this moment, but he does have the length, and he should be able to do something once he gets some more, reps under his belt. Playing with LaMelo Ball is going to open up the game for this guy, Brandon Miller. I don't know if people are underestimating that aspect of the whole thing. Obviously, the point guard play here in the summer league is kind of piss poor if you want to compare to what LaMelo is going to be able to dish him, and that's going to be all the better for him. He's going to get way easier shots, and it's going to open up his game to take over when LaMelo Ball wants to maybe take a step back or when he goes to the bench. LaMelo will enable this guy as well. He went to a right situation. LaMelo's going to make sure that he's put in the right situation. If he fails, it's going to be on him. That's all I can let you know right now. What's your thoughts on that, Dex?
Well, first of all, LaMelo's the new $260 million man. I don't know if he's going to take it upon himself to chaperone Brandon Miller into the league or even babysit him while he's out on the court because he's still got to feed his boy Miles Bridges, who's in a contract year. He still got to feed PJ Washington, who's in a contract year. You still got Gordon Hayward looking to make himself as a standard, a real standard on that floor. And Terry Rozier also is playing or auditioning either to stay in Charlotte or to get traded off and be on a contending team. So there's a lot in the way and on the shoulders of the Mellow Ball. And Brandon Miller, I think he just have to get his feet wet and just fall in where he fit in. Because if he's dependent on the Mellow Ball to get him to where he needs to be, then he is in a long line waiting like everybody else.
Right. Man, listen, the Charlotte Hornets coach, and shout out to Studio. He says, who is the coach for the Hornets? This is a guy by the name of Marlon Garnett, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, he's going to be looked at with this record. I think he definitely deserves to as well. But really, in all actuality, is about the players' development. If they lose every game and everybody that's of key value has developed and elevated their game, I could be fine with that. But it's a terrible blend in this kind of game. It's just like the G League. We all sat through a lot of horrible, horrendous G League games, and the way they play is it your turn, my turn. It's my time to take over. The ball's not moving. It's just not a complementary offensive style for most teams, not all. I did see some G League teams that actually played good basketball. And I think that was more of the players that know that they're going to be in the G League for a while. When you got guys that's getting called up and called back, they playing crazy. Rico, what was you about to say?
I was looking at the pace for the Hornets for last season. They had a pace of 100.8. So that would be them scoring 100 points per 101 points per 100 possessions. With a team with this much youth play, if I'm being honest, I need to see them run. Like you can't play 100 possessions or only score 100 points in today's NBA. That pace needs to go up. It really needs to go up. And I don't know if they're trying to run set plays all the time or if it's just, you tend to play better defense if you have a slower offense because it allows you to get back on defense better. But man, like you said and like you were pointing out, I'd rather watch them, raise the pace, show what they got potential wise, show that they actually are skilled basketball players and they're not the what the Hornets reputation shows. I want to see them show what they have to offer by playing faster basketball. That's really their best way. Like Dick said, Melo does have to babysit other people, but if you run that fast pace, you can get more people involved because you get more shots at the rim. And that's really the key. That's what I'm looking forward to this season. If they let Lamelo push that ball, then yeah, Brandon Miller could get his shots off. While Miles Bridges is proving that he's worth that, I guess, a max extension, whatever type of extension he's gonna get. But if they're running that slow motion offense, then it's gonna be a lot of people fighting for shots.
Right. You brought up Miles Bridges. How important Miles Bridges is going to be to the development? Obviously, we keep talking about how LaMelo is going to help Brandon Miller. What kind of impact is Miles going to have on Brandon Miller?
I I think that Miles being the athletic high flyer that he is, and like I was bringing up the pace, I think the way he allows Lamelo to run that fast break, where Miles could technically be the first option on a fast break. He's going to be the first one out, first one towards the rim. He is the most athletic finisher on that team. Then you trickle down the offensive options. Now you have Brandon Miller as a trailer. He's supposed to be some elite 3-point shooter. If LaMelo and Miles is running that fast break and that option one ain't there, then LaMelo will definitely find Brandon Miller if he's open.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a nice, deadly offense, believe it or not, if they could put everything together. And obviously, if Miller could accelerate his progress. Well, what do you think about that, Dex?
Yeah, I just want to extend a compliment on Rico's take about the pace of the offense. Um, if I may use my broad brush to stroke over that, cause I wouldn't really use last season, Rico, as a measuring stick of what the Hornets need to do because of the jungle offense they was running based on the plethora of injuries. You can go down the list and see the litany of injuries amongst proven players in that Charlotte Hornets offense last season, and it was just gumbo. And Cliffy just, I mean, in his first season, he couldn't even initiate what he wanted to do because Melo was absent, Miles was absent, uh, Kelly Oubre, Cody Martin, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier. I mean, it was just, even Dennis Smith Jr. was absent for a few games. It was just crazy what the broken ladder that Cliffy had to work with according to offense. So this is why that offense was so slow. But Rico, if you look in years prior, like Melo's rookie season and the Melo second season, you will see that pace offense was one of the top pace offense in the league. So you can look at that as a measurement, even though Cliffy wasn't a coach, Borrego was a coach, but you can still see that that's what they want to do. They want to get out, they want to run, they want to express their youthfulness, and they want to express their athleticism. I think that will be a continuance this season. Last season was an aberration because of the litany of injuries that plagued the Charlotte Hornets. So I'm expecting to get out a little more Rico. And listen, and they was one of the high paced offense, even though Gordon Hayward did his best to slow it down because Gordon Hayward, right now at this stage in his career, is not a very good open court player. We've seen Gordon Hayward in the open court fumble the ball, can get it to the paint, can get it to the right man. So he wanted to slow the offense down because that's where he thrives in a slow pace half court offense because Gordon Hayward is more methodical than reactional. So outside of that, I agree with Rico, but I just don't feel that you can use last season as the barometer to go into this season. I think you need to skip last season and go to the season prior to that. That's where you get where and how the Charlotte should play and wants to play with LaMelo and Miles.
That's a good point.
Good call, Dax. What you think about that, Rico? Salute to Uncle Vern too. We got a legendary Uncle Vern in the building.
Salute,
All right, Fly.
Brody.
Hey, salute.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Bro,
don't
go
know if
ahead
he
real
was
quick,
gonna
bro.
answer.
My
Him.
bad. I'm be right
Oh,
back.
all right. I ain't hear what the question about. What's the
Well,
topic of the show today, Fly?
we talking about Brandon Miller. Basically,
Oh,
Brandon Miller got shut down, and tonight James Bouknight put up 28 points. This is probably one of his better nights, and Lord knows when. Brandon Miller's absence could open up the door for some of these other guys to be featured at a higher level than they were. What's your thoughts on Bouknight expanding his game tonight?
well, I ain't really too much surprised about it. You know, once Brandon Miller ain't was there, when nobody else to step up but Bouknight, and you know what I'm saying, and produce. Uh, I don't know if that's. I wouldn't even think of that. I wouldn't even think that on Bouknight's part. I would look at that as being a good thing at all. You understand me? He had to wait for dude to take out so he could be able to take up some of them shots. It's like, you know what I'm saying? He's the next one up. So I mean, he had to produce to a certain extent. He had to produce. It wasn't nothing in his way to stop him from it. Did they win?
No, they lost, but it was
Okay.
close. They
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was close.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it, but yeah, he should have. I'm glad he stepped up. That's good. Hopefully, he'll continue to keep stepping up. I doubt it, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
why he had to wait for Miller to be out? Why couldn't he thrive? You know,
Because
whenever.
his game is not like that. Fly. He can't get his game going off his own like that. Fly. He got to have help. Actually, you know, he got to have help. He got to have the ball. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, he got to have the ball, Fly. And he really ain't that good. He's not a point guard. So what he is, he's a scoring guard. You know, so that's what that is. It's rough.
I could agree with that.
Yeah, and he ain't good, and his game ain't like that. He's just now coming into the NBA, so his game really ain't like that. He got to play catch up, and he's out of position,
Yeah.
and he's playing out of position. So you know, he's not that guy like that. Like he's gonna
Well,
struggle. He's gonna struggle in the NBA.
who, Miller?
No, I said Bouknight. We was
Oh, well,
talking
he's
about
been
Bouknight.
struggling.
Yeah, right. Well, that's my point. I thought we was talking about Bouknight. Miller ain't gonna have no problems. Miller gang gonna take care of himself. He gonna learn. So he's the totally opposite of Bouknight. Bouknight can't learn nothing because his game ain't gonna make it. It's not going to get any better. His ball handling ain't gonna get any better. His points guard skills not gonna get any better. Probably because he's not gonna allow it to. Because he's caught in his way and he's getting paid now. Why change now?
That's a good point,
No,
bro.
that's facts.
So he caught up, man. You know, he got problems. He got 99 problems. Starting for Charlotte ain't one of them. Because
Well,
that ain't gonna happen.
That's tough.
what you think about what Uncle Vern just said?
I mean, that's facts. You got 99 problems. Starting ain't one of them.
It's so late.
That's tough.
Best to get some playing time. Somebody got an echo going in the background.
I don't hear nothing.
Okay. It's probably me there. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Right
the,
here.
the Charlotte Hornets, they're gonna be just fine with this collection of young talent.
Listen, Flight, please don't gas up the fan base of Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Please don't gas them like that. They not going to be just fine.
I like that
They
young
not
boy.
going to be just fine.
Hey, Dex, I like that young boy. What is his name? Smith, the other one, the second one that was picked. I like him. He got potential now.
But he only had a one off. He got one good game and then he backed it up with a flop.
Hey, Dex, look here. Let's stop this summer league crap already, Dex. Come on, stop it, Dex. I mean, really stop that, man. If you want to sit up there and evaluate, say, oh, he's going to be great because you see him get 28 points and 9 times out of 10, he ain't going to get another 28 points to the next summer league.
Well, that's like Jay Springer from Philadelphia. He hit 29 tonight. Never heard of the dude.
All right, Dex. Yeah, but no, the summer league really I think people put too much up into that. That's my opinion about summer league. They put too much into it. Actually, it ain't the players that put too much into it. It's the fans, and the
I think
players
it's the
play.
fans. Yes,
Right, and the players play into that because they get selfish. Because
that's right. That's right.
They read their own press.
Prince clippings. Yep.
Yeah,
I believe that.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
Vegas. There's neon lights everywhere. Big money. High power. High rollers. I mean, what else stage would you want to try to showcase your shit? You follow
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
And,
Right.
and this is what I agree with you with James Booknight. That's the only way he's going to explode is he don't have to have nobody around. You follow what I'm
Right.
saying? James Booknight, in order for him to be good, he needs 4 cardboard likeness of players around him, and he just dribble and score. But if he got
Right.
real players out there beside him, he has no clue. And listen, I knew when he signed his contract, it was a big, bold, italic, underline saying job description. IQ is part of the job description. And for some reason, he just overlooked that. He went straight into scoring points. He overlooked the big description that said your job is IQ and team basketball. They didn't say high IQ. They just said IQ, just average IQ in team basketball. But no, James Booknight loves to fight against the grain. He loves to swim upstream. And he totally dismissed and had a reckless disregard for his job description. So when I see James Booknight scoring 28 points with no Kai Jones, no Brandon Miller, just a shadow of their summer league team,
Right.
I don't give no credence to that
Yeah.
because he ain't passing the ball. He ain't really doing much. All he doing is dribbling around, shooting, competing with Nick Smith Jr.
Right.
Next, why you being so harsh on a young man?
Salute, y'all.
Because we've seen this story before. We've seen this
Salute,
story
Purple
before,
Baby.
yes or no?
Oh yeah. Salute, Purple Baby. Yeah, we see it before,
That's
Dex.
Shout
That's
out
Joey.
Joey. Shout out
That's
Spike.
Joey and Spike Lee. Purple Baby not here yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Purple
sorry. I
Baby
thought.
does what people on the Hornets side. Then she comes up.
As soon as we say LaMelo, Purple Baby jumping her ass up here.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I agree, Dex.
Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. I'm sliding in the building. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the hegemony of ball talk, the pinnacle of hoop convo. All right. So I'm back in the building. I appreciate you, Flight, for the platform. You've raised this up, and you gave us a mountain to stand on as we shout our soliloquies and give our takes to the heavens. Appreciate you, Flight. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the chat.
We
Let's get it,
appreciate
man.
you.
What's up with y'all?
shout out my bro Joey. Yo, I
Let's see
gotta
what's
step
going
in.
on.
Spike, let me say something to Spike. Spike, I said
sir.
they was gonna shut down Brandon Miller. Didn't I say that? As soon as he did what he did, I
As
said
soon
they
as he did
finna
what he
shut him
needed to
down.
do, they shut that boy down. You said it.
Yep.
Yep. You said it. All he had to do was show what he needed to show, and he did that.
Can I ask you a question, real quick, channel? It's directed to anyone who want to take it, or everybody if you want. We already know how this goes when people think, a draft snub happens, where they put high beams on the guy who they say snubbed the other guy. Right now, it's the Hornets rookie and Scoop. Mr. Brandon Miller is gonna have some high beams on him, but with the amount of people who dislike LaMelo, will there be a high beam on LaMelo where people say they should have drafted Scoot and just replaced Melo next season?
Yes.
Shit, no.
Hell no.
Are you
What?
kidding me, Joey?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
everybody who wanted Scoot to be drafted never winked at the possibility of Scoot replacing Lamelo though. So
Not everybody. Not everybody. You got to do your research. Not everybody.
Hey,
I never heard somebody say, yeah, draft Scoot and trade Lamelo. I never heard that. Never heard
Exactly.
that.
I never heard that either. I heard
Yeah.
people that like Brandon Miller brought up the narrative that if they drafted Scoot, Melo's leaving or something to that nature. I heard that dumbass shit. That's some of the dumbest shit I ever heard. Because if you a real LaMelo fan or if you're a LaMelo stan, either or, ain't nothing finna move that man. Not even mountains. Not
Yo,
even a
but
bulldozer.
that's why they didn't draft Scoot, because they knew what's up already. But the
Nah,
Hornets
I
fans
disagree
definitely
with that.
wanted Scoot though, for that reason, because they thought LaMelo get injured too much and shit like that. Come on now, stop it.
hey, hey, hey,
I
hey,
don't
hey,
know.
hey,
I don't know
hey,
about that one.
well,
Yeah, you
Diego,
got some of the craziest takes I ever heard, man. I got to tell you,
Well,
brother.
I
then
mean,
hey, let me ask you a question. Okay,
that's what I
okay.
seen. I'm serious.
Can y'all hear me? Can
Yeah,
you, all right,
yeah,
look.
yeah.
Okay, good, thanks. If they, let's say they would have took Scoot, what was they gonna play him at point guard, right? Or off guard, because Melo playing off guard and he playing point, so it really don't make too much of a difference. But I'm
Vern,
saying, wait, first of all, answer the question, bro. Where were they
I
gonna
didn't want
put him at?
Scoot, Vern, I didn't want
Oh, I
Scoot.
mean, and you ain't the only one on the panel, my guy. Just don't say
Oh, you
nothing.
right,
Let
you right,
somebody
you
answer
right.
the
Nah,
question.
you right, you right,
Where
you right.
were they going? The person, where honey, what's the name? Purple Baby. I thought I heard her again say something. Wait.
Nah, that's
Where was?
Joey. That's
Okay,
Joey.
look. Where was they? Where is they gonna put? Where? Answer the question. Where was they
Speak
gonna
up.
put Scoot at? Where was they gonna put Scoot? They was gonna move Mello and get Scoot that Dex.
Nah, they were gonna play them together.
yeah, I
No,
think
no,
Melo.
no. Who's they
Yeah,
gonna put the ball in the hand? Because they ain't gonna put the ball in Brandon Miller's hand, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Who's they
Yeah,
gonna with
it was
Scoot?
the ball.
Who's gonna get the ball? Scoot or Mello? It's an easy
Listen.
question.
I'm gonna tell you, Uncle Vern.
I
I'm gonna
got
tell you. The
Go ahead.
ball was gonna Melo's a $260 million man. So
Man,
obviously
look at that.
the
Hey,
ball.
no, we talk
Hold
about
on,
Scoot.
Vern.
We talk about
Vern,
Scoot.
hold
We
on.
talk
I'm about
about
to tell
Scoot.
you. I'm about
Okay,
to
go
tell you.
ahead.
All right, so Melo's a $260 million man.
There
So
go.
the ball is in his hands. Now Melo, the way he plays is he moves. He gets rid of the ball. He plays fast. He can hold the ball. He can play any way you want it. So him and Scoot they would have just paired
No,
together naturally.
Scoot don't play well off the ball. Don't be stupid, because I'm not.
Vern, chill, Vern.
Hey,
Chill.
look, Scoot don't play well off the ball, baby.
Do you think
We
he
don't
can
know.
learn?
We don't know
I,
that,
well,
Vern. We
wait,
don't know
no,
that.
I don't think he gonna learn faster than what Miller's gonna learn.
Hey,
How about that?
Listen, Vern. The Hornets drafted Miller. You can zip it now. All right. You don't have to attack Scoot and his fit with
Well, no,
Lamelo.
no, no.
We'll
What it
never
was
know.
out. But my point is
Bird,
this again.
Bird hasn't purged his trauma
First of
yet.
all, okay, let me explain. Let me explain this because it takes
Yeah,
explaining to y'all.
like
Dex,
the Hornets
De-
got Miller. Why are you so
Whoa,
mad at
whoa,
Scoot now?
whoa, whoa. Listen to this. Listen to this. Dexter just made that statement. Not you, not nobody else. Dex made a statement. It was ridiculous. I wouldn't say stupid. It was ridiculous. So it bear watching and it bear explaining. Explain that statement you made, Dex. Why would it have been better for Melo to be there with Scoop? Why would it be better for Melo to be with Scoop?
Explain it. Don't laugh. Explain it.
Explain it,
No,
Dex.
that's not. I wasn't laughing. I'm waiting on him to finish
Nah,
purging all his trauma.
I'm the one
All right,
that's
well, go
laughing
ahead.
because he ain't gonna stop till he feel like he got that
Okay, well,
saliva out his
Dex,
mouth.
explain. Dex, I need you to explain that one, Dex. You said you made the statement, or maybe I'm hearing things.
Now hold on,
No,
Dex. He gonna
okay.
ask you 50 more times, so you just gotta let him get
I
the other
know he
50
gonna do
out.
like no. He gonna do like no panic. As soon as you start answering, you got another
Right? He gonna
question to
repeat
answer.
it over and over again.
I promise I ain't gonna say nothing else. Go ahead,
Okay,
Dex. I
put your hands
promise.
behind your back.
Then
Put your
mute
hands
up.
behind your back.
Put your phone upside down.
Now this is listen. I done said this a whole bunch of times, so let me regurgitate. I felt that LaMelo and Scoot would have been a dynamic combination. Why did I feel that? Because I believe Scoot is an explosive guard and he can put pressure on defense coming from the angles. Remember, I talked about the sacred geometry coming from the angles. And so you have two preemptive attacks that the defense will have to worry about from LaMelo as well as Scoot Henderson. And to me, the Charlotte Hornets want to play up and down basketball. The Charlotte Hornets are not a good team playing half court methodical basketball, trying to cut and dice their way to a victory. No, they can't bunt and steal to win a baseball game. These guys got to swing for the fence. They got to hit home runs. They got to throw long passes down the court, get the defense winded, and then use their youth and athleticism to carry them in the last portion of the game, like they did against Milwaukee, like they did against Chicago, like they did against Miami, and definitely like they did against my damn Lakers. We've seen glimpse of what they can be if they execute an up and down court with high velocity, instantaneous offense, like they were a season ago prior to this one. Not last season. Last season was an aberration because they had nothing. They had a litany list of injuries. So Cliffy had nothing to work with. They probably had 36 different starting lineups last season, probably the most in all of the NBA. But the season prior to that, where there was more structure, even though Borrego was a coach, they still was able to battle through that impediment and make a playing game and be several games over 500 and be a legitimate bottom tier contender. That's the type of offense that I thought Scoop can play in, replacing Terry Rozier for not all of the minutes, but a chunk of the minutes. And if Terry's still there, Terry can come off the bench and be that spark. But that didn't happen. So therefore, it's fallacy to even try to put all the pieces together again, or as they say, put the yolk back into the shell.
I agree with you, Dex. I think that's what I was looking for. A dynamic guard in the half court to rumble and tumble their way to the basket and create opportunities for guys like Melo and PJ Washington to knock down threes. That's what I was seeing. A guy to attack the basket with force and make the defense react, because right now the Hornets are playing a lot of finesse. They need some power. So
Miles Bridges, yeah, forgetting about him. Keep sleeping. That's Mr. Rim Pressure right there for you. I don't know where that word came from. People, what the fuck is rim pressure? Never. This was crazy to me.
It's a term just to describe people who attack the rim. That's it.
They got Miles Bridges to do all that for them, man.
Yeah, just to challenge whoever's down in the restricted area, Joey. That's all. It's just a swag word, a swag term. That's all.
But people really taking it to heart, though. I see that shit everywhere.
Yeah, attack the rim and draw foul.
Yeah, I mean, the fan base is divided. The fan base is divided with this pick. It's obvious. From the moment they announced the pick, we heard the boos.
Yeah, because they listening to The Athletic, The Ringer, and Bill Simmons, and all those white media places.
No, I think people just like. I think some people are some people like Scoot's game. Some people like Brandon Miller. I mean, to me, it's like the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. You know, there's a clear division right there.
The thing also, Spike, is that we felt those who were champion Scoot felt he was already ready, because we know Charlotte Hornet has a problem developing players. There's an issue there. Yes, some players squeak through the cracks, but a lot of players fell by the wayside. And we didn't want this to happen again. So Scoot was a ready-made player to play on side of LaMelo. Scoot has a similar mentality like LaMelo because LaMelo, just like Scoot, played with grown men professionally at a very young age. So they understand the nuances of the game instead of trying to figure out the game for myself where I fit in and then also find the nuances of the game. Scoot was already there. Plus, Scoot knows NBA basketball. Miller, I don't think he knows that just yet. So it was just a better position for LaMelo to me to have somebody that can play up and down like LaMelo is used to playing.
Brandon Miller can't play up and down, Dex?
He probably can. I'm not denying that.
Oh,
But
Yes,
Scoot was just ready made for that. That's all I'm
I
saying.
know what
He
you're
was just
trying to
ready made
say.
for that.
I know what you're trying to say.
Dex, I got a
That
question.
yes, sir.
Do the Hornets have trouble developing players, or do they just draft trash and can't develop
No,
players?
I think the it could be a mixture of both, but I just think that Charlotte Hornet has a problem with developing players. Now we always give them credit for PJ Washington, Miles Bridges,
Mark Williams?
um, Mark Williams, and Nick Richards, um,
You wouldn't
Jalen McDaniels.
you wouldn't say they're developing LaMelo Ball then?
No, they didn't do no development
Yeah,
on the Melo
I
Ball.
would give him credit for that. No.
The Melo Ball walked right off the streets and started.
Exactly.
I mean, it played in the
Yeah.
what you
Yep.
call that preseason and
Right.
walked right into the NBA. He didn't
Right.
have no training camp. He had
Lamelo
he had
still
no
plays
off
the
season.
exact same way he played sophomore year of high school. The
Exactly.
name. This is who he is.
I
Right,
agree.
and he didn't have no off season, and he still was able
Right.
to
Coming up,
come and get a starting position.
Right.
Whereas the other players that I just named that are seeming to be manageable, those players came from high profile colleges and Hall of Fame coaches. Right, Miles Bridges, right, Izzo, um,
Even
PJ
Nick
Washington,
Richards from
Kentucky.
Duke, right? Nick
No,
Richards
Nick
from
Richards,
Duke.
Kentucky.
Okay, is he?
Nick, yeah,
Okay, Mark
listen,
Williams is Duke. Yeah, Mark Williams is Duke.
Right. PJ Washington from Kentucky, Nick Richards from Kentucky, Williams from Duke, right? And who was that other player I named? Jalen
Jalen,
McDaniels.
yeah.
I forgot what college did Jalen McDaniels. Did he go to Kentucky? No, he didn't go to Kentucky.
I'm not sure
I
myself.
forgot what college he went to. But
Yeah,
even though those players that I named, the main players that still went to Charlotte Hornets, they played under Hall of Fame coaches.
okay.
So they already have leaps and bounds ahead of players playing for non-Hall of Fame coaches. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm following.
So those coaches I named, John Calipari's, Tom Izzo's, Mike Krzyzewski, these coaches put players in the league like none before. You know what I'm saying? Out of those schools, you're going to get a plethora of ready-made NBA players. Did you hear the word I said? The optimal word, ready-made. So coming out these programs, this is why they get high draft picks out of these programs because they produce ready-made
UConn.
players.
Booknight from UConn as well.
So Dex, I would say.
Well, UConn is so
I,
because dude is not there no more. Calhoun.
Oh yeah.
Now, when Calhoun
Yeah,
was here,
hurt.
you can say that.
Yeah.
You know, because you had after Calhoun retired, you had the brother that went there. He was alumni for UConn, and then he became their coach. And they won a national championship under
Kevin
Ollie.
Ollie. Yeah.
There you go, Kevin Ollie, point guard.
Yeah.
Kevin Ollie had plenty of years in the NBA. I think he played with the Miami Heat. His longest tenure.
Still a prestigious university for basketball.
But it's different though. It don't mean prestigious university. I don't mean shit. It's the coach. You understand? The prestigiousness only gets you profile. It only heightens and enhances your profile. But it doesn't mean you're going to be ready for the NBA. It's the coaching that's going to get you ready for the NBA coming out of college, not the school. Because look at Indiana. Isn't Indiana high profile? College? Indiana University? You understand what I'm saying? But there ain't no Bobby Knight there no more. There ain't no what's the other coach? Oh God, there it is. Slipped my tongue. The brother that coached it at Indiana after Bobby Knight. But anyway, nevertheless, but you understand what I'm saying? Bobby Knight was a Hall of Fame coach. Bobby Knight taught Mike Krzyzewski. You see what I'm saying? So when you come out of those schools like North Carolina with Dean Smith or Roy Williams, then you coming out of something good. Bill Self of Kansas, because he was under Roy Williams when Roy Williams was at Kansas. You coming out of an institution that manufacture professional basketball players. But if those type of coaches are not there, a lot of times you still might get some good high profile players, but just notice after a while their rankings coming into the NBA gets lower and lower and lower. And that means they're going to produce less and less high caliber NBA players because the type of coach that these kids need is no longer there anymore. Because when we start looking at Duke, Mike Krzyzewski's gone, and you can start seeing the fall of the caliber of talent being produced from Duke is shrinking. Yes or no? You don't see those players going 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 Duke players in the top 5. You ain't seeing that. They're not even getting in that top 5 really. Paulo was the last one out of how many years since Zion? And now the Duke players that came out this year, where did they get drafted at? Now wait till next year. Same with North Carolina, because those high profile coaches who were stern in their discipline to produce these players to become pros, because it helps them at their college by heightening their talent. It heightens the profile of the college also. And if you heighten the profile of the college, you heighten the profile of the coach, and a lot of money pours in. But when you start shrinking and not producing those top level talent coming into the NBA, a lot of that stuff start to dissipate. The players dissipate, the money dissipate, and now these players are looking to reroute themselves to other avenues that are more celebratory than those colleges that used to be of yesteryears. Now you got the G League. Now you got all these other leagues that's forming up, and these other leagues are interrupting the pipeline from high school to college, the NCAA.
So Dex, so
It's a
that's what I was trying
diversion.
to say. So you think the G League is gonna take over for college? Because there was only one one top 5 pick that came out of college in this drive. So
That's
that's what I'm
it. Only
saying.
one. Only
Yeah,
one. And that wasn't from no high profile school. Alabama's
yeah,
not a high profile school for basketball.
yeah,
For football, yes, but not for basketball. The last high profile player that came out of Alabama was Colin Sexton, right?
yeah.
And probably before Colin Sexton, it was Latrell Sprewell. Now they had some in between there, but not really high profile. So if Duke is not producing high profile players, Kentucky not producing high profile players, UCLA not producing high profile players, Kentucky not producing high profile players, Indiana not producing high profile players, Ohio State not producing high profile players, then where are they coming from?
They going to the G League, bro, and overseas.
See what I'm saying? That's a diversion.
Yes,
So
you
that's
get
so when he
better.
said because of the school, the prestigiousness of the school, I'm saying no. It's not the prestigiousness of the school. It's the prestigiousness of the coach at that school. Because when that coach leaves, a lot of shit start to fall by the wayside. Because most players identify with the coach, not so much the school. I want to play for this coach. I want to play for this coach. I want to play for Steve Boeheim. You know what I'm saying? I want to play for Jay Wright. And if they're not there, now they got to search somewhere. And then here you got the G League. Here you got the overtime league. Here you got other leagues that are putting out the pail of bucket full of cash. Come here, young man. Come here, young man. You don't need those guys over there. And that's why I said Michael Jordan drafting Brandon Miller helped save college basketball.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I just think if you heard that video of him talking to Brandon was talking shit to him, man. And I don't think Scoot was doing that with any other draft pick that was really there. So, Michael Jordan likes that mentality. So,
Well, I don't know if that was the kicker. Just like I don't believe that LaMelo demeanor was, if you draft Scoot, I'm out. I don't believe that for a minute. I think LaMelo didn't matter who they draft, but they probably asked him who you like, LaMelo, out of the two, and he probably could have said Brandon Miller. I don't know if that's even true or not, because I ain't heard that from nobody.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
People
LaMelo
saying
pick.
that though. People
That's
saying
listen.
that. So I don't
People
know.
saying that, but we ain't heard Melo say that shit.
Exactly.
And by Melo being on FaceTime with Brandon Miller, what do that mean? He's going to probably FaceTime whoever they pick.
That too.
That's
So
the normal. That's the norm,
it's
right?
yeah.
To welcome that player in. You getting 260. You think I ain't gonna get on FaceTime to welcome the newest player in? Shit. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's water under the bridge. They got Brandon Miller. We're rocking with Brandon Miller. But that was the reason why prior to the draft, I felt that Scoot Henderson to me would be a more dynamic pick. The fans wanted it. And Charlotte's not going no fucking where. Where are they going?
To the
They're not going
playoffs.
nowhere. Even if they do make the playoffs, say if they make the playoffs, say if they had this outstanding year, they make the playoffs, then what? Then what?
It's a process, Dex. Come on, now. It's a
I don't
process.
even think they're going to win this midseason tournament. You talking playoffs? What about
Come
the midseason
on.
tournament? What about
Wait.
winning out of their group? They might win one game out of that group, and that's going to be
Whoa.
against the Wizards.
Whoa. Dex, really? No, this can't be Dex or
Well,
Axel.
you need to go check that group.
The
Listen,
Bucks? You
listen,
know what LaMelo does to
listen.
the
I give
Bucks?
LaMelo all the fanfare I can give him, but I'm not blind.
The
You
Bucks,
look at that
Dex?
group. You look at that group. That don't mean nothing. The Bucks is going to be furious coming into the season this year. You think they take pride in losing as a number 1 seed to a number 8 seed?
I don't know. We gotta see. They lost a couple pieces over there. They ain't
They
that
they ain't lose nothing significant. They have their core. They still got Drew. They still got Lopez. They still got Middleton. They still got Portis, and they still got Giannis. So they ain't lose their core.
But it's up to Giannis though. They move with Giannis. If Giannis ain't leading it, then yeah, no one else not leading it for them. So do I
But
trust
but
Giannis? I don't know. Do I trust Giannis? He's a one-trick pony in my opinion. So
well, he's a 2-time MVP, so we can't sneeze at that.
definitely. Now he was
And
dominating.
a champion, and a Finals MVP. So he has accolades.
That championship was a little
It's
fluky.
shaky. I admit it was shaky, but he still got it though. He
You saw
still
what
got it.
Brooklyn was giving him. You saw what Brooklyn was giving him with nothing
Yeah,
but
but he got past Brooklyn though. He got past them.
by
You know what I mean? And that's what
end
you
of his
want in
year.
your big man. You want your big man to have that type of fight and that type of resiliency that they can bounce back. Because Kevin Durant had him on the ropes all by himself. He
Exactly.
had he had Milwaukee on the ropes.
Oh,
They
watch
was
that.
wheeling and gasping for air, but they bounced back.
And
Kevin Durant, the one that short in that
Kevin
one.
Durant. They was fouling Kevin Durant. PJ Tucker, man, they should have blew the whistle a couple times,
Whatever tactic they used, it got them over the hump and got them the commissioner trophy.
Wait, but you really saying the East is kind of wide open right now? Unless Damian Lillard go to the Heat is still in the air right now.
Yeah.
Know,
If Damian Lillard goes to the Heat,
yeah,
it's a wrap. You can pencil the Heat in as 50% representation of the NBA Finals.
that's crazy. So that's how you know the East is weak, bro. The Hornets got a chance to be at least I give them a 6 seed, bare minimum.
No, 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 no. Now, if they would have drafted Scoot, you can
Oh
say
hell
maybe
no!
maybe a
Oh,
7 seed. Maybe they win their first playing game
we
and then
got
get
Scoot.
wiped in the first
We,
round.
we, we, we got our own type of school, Nick Smith Jr. What you mean? We straight.
Nah. That's not Scoot. Nah. But nevertheless, they got who they want. Michael Jordan fingerprint is all over this one. So we're going to see how this unfurls. We're going to see how this develops as the season begins and how the season take off. So we'll get a real good gauge at what the Hornets is really about in that mid-season tournament. This is going to be interesting. That mid-season tournament is going to be very, very, very interesting. We're going to see what kind of fight they have with the construction of this roster and what kind of scheme that Cliffy is going to run with his newfound treasure trove and a healthy LaMelo, a returning Miles Bridges, and a young, fresh, off the apple tree, Brandon Miller.
Whoo, that's a big three. He couldn't call it. That's a big three.
You like that, Joey? Joey is liking that.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, this NBA season gonna be. A lot of people were sleeping on the Hornets. I told y'all to hop on the train with Brandon Miller after he played Wemby. No one hopped on the train, so you better hop on the train now. The shit closing like in New York, staying clear from the closing doors. That shit closed fast.
Well, I mean, we're going to see they shut him down. Just like I said, Joey, they was going to shut him down after that game. I already knew it. They finna shut Brandon Miller down. That's it for him. No more. But now I'm with Flight. I'm surprised they shut down Kai Jones. Like, what the hell you shutting down Kai Jones for? Because he got that one little dunk. He got one dunk on Victor Wembanyama, and you're going to shut him down for that? Really? That's the dumb shit that Charlotte do. Kai Jones should play every minute of Summer League.
Exactly.
He's a project, for crying out loud. You don't shut down projects.
Exactly. You gotta let him run, man.
So now I guess they're going to shut down Bouknight now, right? They finna shut down Bouknight.
Isn't all the games done for them, though? I think that was their last game.
Scoot got shut down because Scoot got hurt. Or else he would have played at least 2 games. Trust me.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, though, because I actually wanted to see him play. Like,
yeah, just like our man got shut down because he got hurt. But his brother played. His brother still playing.
His brother is, I think, the real sneaky one. Like, he got everything in his bag right now. He just got to work on everything, polish it. You seen that reverse alley hoop? Oh
yeah, his brother is like that.
Yo.
Especially when he get in that open court. He's a highlight wheel.
Bro. Yo, Detroit.
What do you think about Ron Harper Jr. tonight for the Toronto Raptors? I know his daddy proud, right?
I didn't even see that game.
Yeah, he got 19 points tonight. I know his dad proud. That's what I'm talking about, son.
That's a lot of nice young talent, man. The Brandon Miller versus Scoot games in the NBA season gonna be lit too. Those gonna sell out. Like, and then the Wemby versus Scoot, all them shit's gonna sell out. It's gonna be making money. The game's gonna be nice, man. I can't. This shit gonna be crazy. But they gotta figure out Hayward, man. Hayward and Terry, something gotta give, man. We can't finish the season with. Well, Hayward can't finish the season with us anyway because he's gonna be gone. He on his last year. I don't think they're gonna re-up on him. They better not re-up on him. Shit.
Hayward might end up in Indiana by All-Star break.
Indiana? Yo, I talk to you about that too, Dex. Why do people think Indiana is making a push or something because of Halliburton?
I don't know. I mean, they, Tyrese Halliburton had a terrific first half last season. He made his first All-Star game. Indiana was in the push for the playoffs. So I just think people started celebrating you early. Because Indiana, I mean, they fell so far out, they didn't come close to making the playing game. And that what alarms me. You pay a man $260 million and he doesn't even make the playing game.
I'm trying to show you, Dex.
I'm not mad at Anthony Edwards. I am not mad at Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man been in the playoffs 2 consecutive years, and Ant-Man putting up 30s in the playoffs.
Exactly.
So you can never be mad at what Anthony Edwards doing. But Tyrese Halliburton, he never even sniffed the playoffs. He never even sniffed the play-in.
Trying to
That's
show you,
alarming to me.
James.
And then he gets it from a new team that he played good half a season.
A new team. A new team. They ain't even give him another year.
So that right there was pretty alarming to me. So I think it's a lot of snake oil going on in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? To
Man.
But nevertheless, hey, listen, I'm proud of that draft. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton because that's the richest draft ever in NBA history.
Real
Ever.
talk. Real talk.
2020, when they said that was weak, um, there's nobody here to pull the draft. There's nothing coming out of this draft. So you just taking whoever. You know what I'm saying? And just imagine if James Wiseman would have held up. That would have been 4 max extensions coming out of that draft, out of one draft. Never happened. Yeah. Because I think the LeBron draft only got 3, right? Carmelo, LeBron, and D Wade.
Nah, yeah. But how Wiseman gonna work out though? Cause you know he got competition over there. I don't
I
think.
think maybe Chris Bosh.
How you think Wiseman gonna fit out over there in Detroit though? Cause he got competition.
No, listen. Like I said, I tried to interview Wiseman. I was right there, mic'd up, live in color in 3D, and he clammed up on me. You know, I thought it was an oyster there, but as I went to reach for the oyster, it clammed up on me. And I was like, ah. And so Kevon Looney had to come and assist him. Was like, what's up, man? I'll talk to you. And I said, well, I'm from Flight Sports TV, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, this dude is young. I think he was like 20 then. And I was like, you should be excited to be in the NBA. It seemed like he was from another planet and he couldn't breathe well and he had a hard time adjusting. I couldn't believe that Wiseman was such a dud. And I thought it was kind of alarming to me for a guy that young that was high profile in the NBA that you ain't cocky, that you don't think your shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? He was a polar
Exactly.
opposite than what I expected.
So I don't know who he think he is, but now he's getting humbled though, like crazy. Like he's really turned into that's a big man, you know. That's it. Pick and roll, crash to the rim, because he do got the offensive talent to do him.
Yeah, but see, the thing about Wiseman, I think he thinks that he's a scorer. Dude, you only played like 10 games in college and you never really
Right.
developed anything. So what you're doing, you're still using your high school moves. And that's not going to get you far in the NBA. Not when somebody really clamp down on you and start focusing on you and start being a part of your jersey. That shit ain't going to work. That little high school shit he doing ain't finna work. No, I mean, he do have the height. You know what I'm saying? That's extremely an advantage that he have the height and he has somewhat of the athleticism. But his motor runs real low.
Yeah.
He has a very low motor. You know, you damn near have to kick him in the ass to get him started.
But no, look, Duran, you know Jalen Duran, right? Who Hornets gave up, like they traded
Yeah,
him.
Jalen Durant. Yeah,
He's on his ass though. Like whatever Wiseman do, Jalen Duran do it 5 times better. So I think he's getting pushed right now. I can see a comeback. I can see a comeback.
yeah. I mean, some players develop a little slower than others, but it just would have been a good thing. But nevertheless, LaMelo was part of the richest draft in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that draft is getting their money. We got to wait and see what Patrick Williams get. Um, uh, Obi Toppin got his bread.
Desmond Bain was in their draft too, right?
Yeah, Desmond got his bread. Um, Somebody else I'm forgetting that got their bread. Who was number 5 in that draft?
Yeah,
Well, Killian Hayes.
crazy.
Was it Killian Hayes? No, Killian Hayes was 7, right? I think Killian Hayes got his bread too, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
did.
So, I mean, that's crazy. And they talking about that was the weakest draft ever.
Yet.
You know, what's your name? Not Saban Lee, but what's that other dude that Detroit drafted?
Jason Tate.
He got
Tate.
No, no. That's Houston. I think he's in Houston. No, but
Yeah,
what's the
he's
dude that
my
used to play
fault.
with Detroit? He used to play with Detroit, and he got traded.
Oh, Sadiq Bey, Sadiq Bey, Sadiq Bey, Sadiq
Sadiq
Bey.
Bey. Yeah, Sadiq Bey got his bread.
Yeah, see, a lot of people doubted that draft, like you said, and I never doubted it. If I did my research, Anthony Edwards was a monster. So I don't know why they were saying that draft was trash. Or, like
You know why they said it? Because Lamelo was in that draft. Come on, stop it.
that's a fact.
And you know they was hating on Lamelo, especially as he was ascending through the rankings in the draft. And LaMelo became the spotlight of the draft. And they try to say, oh, he's not interviewing well and he's going to drop down in the draft. Teams are not. Nah, fool, because he didn't want to go to that team. That's why. He turned down interviews. I ain't interviewing with y'all. If I have to interview with y'all, I'm going to just play. I ain't going to be serious about it because I don't want you drafting me. Because he just thought Golden State was drafting him. That's what he really thought. He thought he was going number 2. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up going number 3. So that's why he wasn't really taking it serious, because he already was told, if you're there at number 2, I'm drafting you. He already said he didn't want to go to Minnesota based on it was too cold. He didn't want to be nowhere it was cold. He already made that known. So Minnesota had to like, okay, well, we ain't gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't care about number 1 or whatever. He just wanted to go somewhere where it's cool, chill, warm, so he can be flossing. Because he on rock star status. That's how he feels. I'm a rock star. My daddy said it, so I believe it. And basically that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So all those naysayers, the Jay Billis, the Bill Simmons, and the Dan Patricks, who else? The Charles Barkleys. Who else was racking that draft? Was it Keyshawn? Did Keyshawn rack that draft?
No, I don't even.
Max
I know it was Bill
Kellerman,
Simmons, though.
Stephen A. Smith. All those people was raw, especially Skip Bayless. Skip
Yep.
Bayless thought it was a weak draft. Now, I think Shannon Sharp didn't go for that. Because I think Shannon Sharp liked Ant-Man and LaMelo Ball. I think he liked it, those two,
Nah,
Shannon
yeah,
Sharp.
he definitely did.
But everybody else, what's the dude? Jason Whitlock thought it was one of the weakest drafts ever. He laughing with his pork chop eating that. This is the weakest draft ever. The NBA should just skip this draft and go right to the next. Oh, you heard all that shit. Rick Bruker shitted on the draft. Nick Wright,
Nick Wright, yo.
Chris Broussard did shit on the draft. But Rob Parker shitted on the draft. You know, Marcel Wiley, I'm not sure where he stood on that one. I'm not sure. Colin Cowherd shitted on the draft. Said these players should go back and play another year. Combine the 2 drafts together.
And I think they took that to heart, in my opinion. I'm like,
yeah, they talk mad crazy.
Yeah, like you see Anthony Edwards talking crazy right now.
He should. He deserved it. Because Anthony Edwards, out of all of them, is the most accomplished thus far.
Exactly.
Because even though he didn't win Rookie of the Year, he was runner-up. But he had been in the playoffs 2 consecutive years on the West, where that conference have won consecutive championships. The Western Conference, Golden State and Denver. And Anthony Edwards played in the playoffs both years and ended up losing against Denver. But guess what? They did win 1 game. Don't forget that.
I seen them.
Denver was the first team to beat the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. I mean, I say Denver. I mean Minnesota. Minnesota Timberwolves was the first team to beat Denver in the playoffs. The very first team to beat them.
Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about that.
They don't want to talk about it, Joey. You know it.
Yeah, because but man, I just think the Hornets can make it, man. They got the tools, man. They got the tools, man. They got the talent too. Okay,
Joey, back up. You're getting a little too excited. I think you ate too many sugar babies. Explain
Nah.
yourself. Explain yourself. They got the tools and they have the talent.
Okay, look,
Uh, Now remember, now we're talking from the 8 playoff teams from Miami on up.
man, I
That's who
can
they
name.
fighting against.
They could. Okay, I'm gonna give you right off the top like three. I think I can give you three right now. I'm not looking at the standings, so I know they can compete with the Hawks and probably and most likely take them out. I don't think the Hawks got it no more. Trey Young is lost right now. He out here doing 2K commercials and whatever that shit is
Okay,
with Ronnie.
stop right there, Joey. Stop right there. You
Uh-huh.
say they can take the Hawks, right?
Yeah.
Now, even if say if you remove the Hawks, right, they move out the way, and now the bottom part goes up because the Hawks is part of the bottom tier. Now you got Chicago.
Oh, come on, Dex. Me and you know that already, Dex. Stop it, Dex. Come on.
I'm just giving you the teams.
The
It's,
Bulls, the
you
Bulls
don't
can't
have to
keep
defend
up.
it.
They outrun the Bulls every time they play. If Lonzo not on that court, they getting ran out the gym, bro. They just gotta rely on hitting their shot. That's what the Bulls do. They take difficult shots, and it's his hit or miss with them. So
Okay, you remove the Bulls out the way, right?
yeah,
Now you got Toronto.
Toronto is one I'm scared of. Toronto is one I'm scared of. That's the one I'm scared of. I
But
can't
no
see,
Van Fleet. They don't have Van Fleet anymore.
but they play defense collectively, like you know. But you right though, Flanfy. You know what? The Raptors can't keep up with them. They can't score like that no more. Scotty ain't really like that yet. He play defense though. I give him that.
Okay, so you move Toronto up, you take Chicago out, you
Yeah.
move Toronto up, you take Atlanta out, so you still got one more slot. You got Indiana Pacers. They finish ahead of you.
Oh hell. Next. Do I have to finish on that one, or we could just come on? That's
I just want to hear your takes.
that's that's easy pickings for them. That's the LaMelo been practicing against them. Every time he play against them since that one playing game, he lost and got cooked in. He been dropping buckets on them, and Tyrese Halliburton can't keep up with him. So but they got talent though. I just hope our talent is better than their talent because they have talent. They have more talent. So I'm
Okay,
taking them over them. I'm taking them over them.
okay, Joey. So that means the Charlotte Hornets will be the 10th seed once again. They can't get over the 10th seed hump.
Wait, hold on. You gotta name the other teams. You gotta name the other
That's
teams.
it, because you know they're not going to beat
Who?
Milwaukee. You know they're not going to beat Boston. You know they're not going to beat Philly. You know they're not going to beat Cleveland. You know they're not going to beat the Knicks.
Whoa!
You
Slow
know they're not
down.
going to beat Miami.
Slow down. No, Miami is based off Damian Lillard. We can't talk about them right now. They
But
based off
even
Damian
without
Lillard.
Damian Lillard, they beat the Charlotte Hornets. I think Charlotte only beat them once
But they
out of three.
lost. But Charlotte Hornets gave them a fight though.
Giving them a fight and winning is two different things. Because sometimes games could look respectable, but throughout the game, we know that they never had a chance because they was always down by 11 or 12. And then at the end, when they put out their starters, they put in the scrubs, and then they bring the game up to like 5 or 7. But we really know they never had a chance of winning.
So what about the Knicks then? You really think the Knicks gonna overpower them with talent
Oh yes, yeah,
and
Knicks,
speed?
yeah, Knicks are too gritty. See, when you got that grit and you still have somewhat talent and you base that grit on stopping your opponent and you take pride in that, Charlotte do not like nobody. We already know LaMelo don't like nobody touching him. First of all,
That's a
that's a fact.
fact. That's a
He
fact.
don't want nobody touching him. Now you got Gordon Hayward don't want nobody touching him. Terry Rozier is not getting nowhere near those wolves that's packing the paint when it comes to that. He's gonna shoot everything beyond the arc. Only person that might give Knicks a hissy fit is Miles Bridges.
Thank you. And Brandon Miller. Whoa, the
No,
disrespect is
Brandon Miller's not finna give the Knicks no hissy fit. The man is a 2 pick. Come on, man.
but
The
he
man
can
needs to
still
put some rocks in his pocket.
But Miles Bridges had his best game against one of his best games against the Knicks, though. You gotta give him that.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, the Knicks is going to touch you. So you're going to have some bruises on your body after that game. It almost felt like you done had football practice.
I give them that, though. I give them that. I give them that. Plus, they got Josh Hart. Woo. So, okay, what about Cleveland, though? I have to think on the Knicks right now. I can't make a decision on the Knicks.
Cleveland, they're a good defensive team also, but Spider-Man is over there. And then if Darius Garden do a little something, that's gonna be difficult. And don't let Evan Mobley come to the party. It's a wrap.
Well, hold on, Dex. Hold on, Dex. I feel like you're disrespecting like the Brandon Miller factor and the fact that he was drafted to be played 1 through 5. Mitch said it, and he showed
But
you a little bit at
but
power forward until they switched him right.
Brandon Miller hasn't filled out yet. So even if he do play somebody, people's gonna run through him like paper mache
All right, all right.
because he's not filled in yet. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but that's just crazy. Like, you think he really not gonna put a fight up? Shit.
What fight can he put? If somebody blow you, excuse me, I don't mean to say it like that. That's horrible. If somebody blow on you, you fall over.
Bro, you exaggerating it now with the blow.
He's thin. You heard Spike Lee give us an up close personal analysis. The dude is
I
thin.
know.
He's paper thin, like MC Light, paper thin.
I know, but he has the frame to play defense, though. He has the frame. Even though
Okay,
he's
well,
thin, he has the frame.
okay. We will. Here come Murdoch, the voice of reason. We're gonna give you
What's
that,
up,
Joe.
man?
What's up?
I mean, Dex, you want me to help him out or no?
Yeah. Help him out a little bit.
All right, so Joey, as of right now, Brandon Miller is going to be coming off the bench, and and as of right now, basically, he has potential to be a quality defender. He just got some things he needs to work on because although he has the length to be an excellent defender, he does not have the strength to combat when basically someone if you notice basically his weakness on defense, which is why he got into fouls. When people were trying to do finesse, he was fine, but when someone got in his chest, he folded.
Well, hold on. I have to
And
combat that. I have to combat that real quick because he was
so
doing
that's
that was
what.
only happening when he ran the 4 in like the first 3 games. After like his 4th game, they put him at the 3, and he wasn't really looking that weak.
But you have to realize that he's going to get put in cross matches, such as it's going to be probably a possession where he may have to guard a Giannis. And it's going to be possessions where he's going to have to guard a Jason Tatum.
And Larry
Kawhi
Bird,
Come on, nobody can't.
Larry Bird, I believe,
guard
got the
those-
record.
Hold on. A Kawhi Leonard, a Jason Tatum. You know, those type of players that are going to play physical and get downhill on him. So he has to be prepared for that. And that's not to say he can't grow into that. But right now, the brother's only about 190, 95 pounds since he lost weight.
Thunder, check Larry Bird.
Let me ask you a question.
So he has to get so when he gets stronger, he'll get better at it. It's just right now, it's just he's just a work in progress. That's all it is.
Wait, are you putting Brandon Miller on the bench due to the way Charlotte thinks, or like based on what you think they should do?
I'm putting them on a bench because based on the way that Charlotte thinks. Charlotte is not benching Gordon Hayward. It'll be man. Listen. I'll be very honest with you. The earth will freeze over before Gordon Hayward not starting. As much as they love him,
I agree with you on that one, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was
Brandon Miller's not starting right now. He's gonna come off the bench and then so what's gonna happen is that there's a possible chance that Jordan Hayward can possibly get moved. I think he probably will, due to the fact that they probably want to get something out of it instead of just letting him walk for free. But until that happens, Gordon Hayward starting, as well as Terry starting. So your starting lineup is more likely going to be LaMelo, Terry, Gordon, Miles, and Mark Williams. That's your lineup.
I think Mark Williams can help them play
So,
defense.
so, so, so now, see this. Now we're getting back to the category of charming and alarming. You telling me a number 2 pick on a bottom feeding team is
Yeah.
coming off the bench?
You see? Seamer got what you started?
Dex, it's not Dex. I'll be very honest with you. Even if Scoot was picked, he would be coming off the bench for Terry right now.
Bird got cooking right now.
So it didn't even matter. So why would you draft? Why would you draft a number 2 draft pick and put him on the bench? You might as well use that for trick or treat.
I mean, they could have used the pick to get a Brandon Ingram, but they wanted someone that they wanted someone that was in his same age range that he can grow with. So that's what they wanted to do right there. I think they're going to try to bring him on slowly and not try to put too much on his plate right now. And they're going to pretty much basically as they do that, they'll probably look to see how the season goes. And if the season doesn't pretty much fare out well, or they're sliding and don't really have a contention in the playoffs, then they'll probably, which they'll probably figure out before the trade deadline. So then they'll probably make some moves then, where you can see a Gordon Hayward on a move. I don't know if they'll be able to move Terry though, but Gordon Hayward is very enticing because he's on a 1-year deal. And he can get and he can get bought out. But Terry is going to be hard to move, man, because our contract is just ugly.
Who do Indiana got at the 3?
Man, I don't even know, man. I don't even know, man. I forgot. Only thing I know is they got.
Are they putting Mathurin at the 3?
They could, or they might just continue bringing him off the bench as a microwave guy.
Nah, I think
you didn't bring Gordon off the bench.
I think they're gonna start him this year. He looking like he shouldn't even be out there in summer league. That's disrespectful to him.
Who?
I mean, not really.
Mathurin,
not really, man.
I
mean, not really, man. It's not.
You said Mathurin in summer league?
It's not disrespectful to the players, man.
I didn't know that.
But it's not disrespectful to them, man. It's helping them get more reps so they can get better. It's getting them more involved. Because the thing with summer league, especially with the veteran players like a Mathurin, you want to see how he you want to see how he evolves into a leadership position, how he takes command, how he, and how he fares in challenging adversity when he's the leader or he's the guy on the team that they have to rely on. You want to see him in those situations. I don't think
that's going to be the case for Mathurin because they gave 260 to Tyrese, so they found a leader.
I'm not saying basically on the main team, but you want to see how he develops going forward, so he can continue to grow into that where he could be one of the leaders on the main team behind basically that Tyrese Halliburton who got 260. He's still a young player, still can be able to grow. So it's all about development.
I didn't even know that Mathurin was in summer league. I would have watched some of his games. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was in there. He was in there cooking. Him and Jackson was playing. Jackson played with LaMelo. Jackson? Yeah, he was playing. Yeah, he was playing.
How was he looking? He
was looking good. Dominant, man. Which you expect from a third, which is a second year player.
Yeah,
no, third year. Second year, third year.
Yeah, second.
Second year. So you expect that from him. So he looked good.
Wait. Is this the second or third?
It might be.
He came in the league 1 year after LaMelo. So yeah, this is his
second. It's the second year.
Second, okay. Wow, that's cool. I used to love that combination that aspired LaMelo and Isaiah when they used to do that little combination of the whatever that little pick and roll they had going on.
Mm-hmm.
And LaMelo throw it up there and that dude go up there and get it. I was like, this dude is a hopper for real.
Oh yeah. Isaiah. Yeah, Benedict Mathurin gonna play small forward, 6'7", 6'8".
So yeah, Gordon can go there. Unless
but you
they're gonna give all that to Benedict Mathurin.
I mean,
more than likely. That's a homecoming for Gordon.
I mean, Dex, man. I mean, yeah, he can get traded. He can get probably. I mean, it's a possibility he can get traded there, but I don't think if he does get traded, I don't think he'll stay. I think he'll probably want to get bought out.
Joey, why you keep popping off?
The connection at my job is shitty, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm next to the water. So,
is that right? That's what's up.
Yeah.
Bronx River.
Nah, I don't know. I think it's the Bronx or the Hudson.
So
It's
right
right
now,
between
according to
Queens and
ESPN, the starting lineup is Tyrese, Benedict Mathurin, Buddy Hill, Jarice Walker over Obi Toppin, interesting, and Miles Turner.
Nah, Jarice Walker. Whew, that
That's the
that guy
starting
is
lineup for
next,
them right
man.
now.
He can do it all. Besides dribble the ball,
I
but he
think
played defense.
I think Obi can probably beat out Jarice Walker right now, but we'll see.
So Joey, I don't think you made your case, Joey.
On
I
what?
think you got your client sentenced to a life sentence.
Nah, we straight. You wanna know why? I'm gonna tell you why we straight. On the strength that Brandon Miller could outperform it, Gordon Hayward in training
Oh my
camp,
God.
then I think
You really
you're
think Gordon Hayward that bad?
man. Gordon
Listen,
Hayward does everything Brandon Miller could do, but Brandon Miller's more athletic and taller.
He
listen,
can't
Joey,
shoot
man.
as good as Gordon Hayward. Stop,
You
Joey.
you crazy. This Gordon Hayward, that's all he could
Yeah.
do. I'd rather Brandon Miller
Listen.
shoot that shit.
Here's the thing. I think nobody on this panel would disagree that you would want Brandon Miller to get the reps. But right now, going into training camp and basically going into the start of the season, Gordon Hayward is your starter. It is what it is, dog. People can hate on it all they want. Gordon Hayward gonna be the starter.
Okay, so hold
They
on.
going they going they gonna do the same thing they did with Mark Williams. They gonna except with Brandon, they're not gonna send him down to the G League. They're gonna make it. They're gonna give him some minutes. But with
Hornets
Mark
is not
Williams,
going to
he had
buy
his
out no Hayward that jitsu. That
buy him
would
out.
be
They'll trade.
impossible. They're too cheap. They won't even go into over the salary cap. They're one of two teams that have never went over the salary cap. So you think they're going to buy out $30 million? I doubt it.
They gonna trade him. Then the team he's gonna trade him to typically probably gonna buy him out so he can go anywhere
Right.
he wants to for cheap and just come off the bench, try to win a ring somewhere.
So Joey, your argument for the Charlotte Hornets making a playoff falls apart upon close examination. Joey, sorry, I'm finna use my
I'm back.
gavel. I'm finna use my gavel and hit the desk and say guilty on all charges.
Bruh.
Yeah, man.
And you've been sentenced to life behind basketball prison.
I mean, maybe they can shoot for a play-in, but I just don't think they're good enough right now.
I don't think they're good enough right now either. But like I said,
but we'll see, man, because you don't
I
know.
will come back.
Never know.
I will come back, Murgod, at half the season at the All-Star break and re-examine the Charlotte Hornets. But for right now, coming out the gate, I just don't see it, especially what I saw from the East last season.
I agree, man. I agree. Now Miles Bridges does add a different dynamic because they didn't have that. But even still with him, I still don't think they're good enough. Now, I will say this, their team will be interesting because I love Mark Williams, his defense. Mark Williams did look like he'd been putting in some work. He looked like he got a little stronger, and everything like that. So we'll see. We'll see how everything plays out because Mark Williams, a lot of people don't realize, but Mark Williams actually helped Charlotte in the back half of the season when he was starting. Actually, when he was starting, he actually helped them become a top 15 defense because of him anchoring. So he did help them out greatly. But we'll see. We'll see.
Man,
I think
my fault, Des. Go ahead.
No, I was saying to Murgod, I think there would be a much improvement with Miles Bridges and a healthy unit. You know what I'm saying? At least a fairly healthy unit. As long as they don't get hit by the injury bug like they did last season, I think the Charlotte Hornets will fare well, but not to the point that Joey have them at. I just think Joey is embellishing a little too much, and we hadn't seen training camp begin, so we get an idea of what the first unit looks like together and the chemistry that they will showcase on that floor.
See, but here's the thing though, cause my mindset, if I'm a GM, my mindset is totally different from um, Mitch and them. Like I'm shipping out Hayward. I don't know why they haven't shipped out Hayward yet. That would have boosted Brandon Miller confidence and Miles Bridges confidence. Like word,
Okay.
all right, say that.
Because but you haven't realized they've been trying to ship them out. It's just that basically is that contract is just ugly.
But you have to have safe like fail safe plans. Like if this shit go wrong, what I'm gonna do? You know, that means they don't have none of that.
So right now, instead of giving them, they don't want to give them up for pennies on a dollar because they at least want something out of it. Especially since his trade, because his go right now, his Gordon Hayward's trade value is low, and it is don't want to basically because they know. Here's the thing: they know they're going to have to bite the bullet on some of that money because of that 15% kicker. It's just that they at least want to get something of value out of it before they trade him. So, which is why that contract is just ugly right now, man. And it's just that they got to keep him probably into the trade deadline until they can find a better situation to send him off to, so he can get bought up by somebody.
But
Yeah,
you know what? I think it's amazing that uh, that Terry and Gordon both came to the Hornets to to relax. They didn't even come to reset. You know, when you go on vacation, you go relax and reset. You know, R&R, right? They just came to relax, not to reset, and to take all Michael Jordan's money like a fool, like the fool Michael Jordan is. They came to take that man money because they have done nothing in meaningful games. Terry hasn't done nothing in a meaningful game in his Charlotte Hornet career. Gordon Hayward has not even showed up and dribble a ball or take a shot attempt in a meaningful game in his Charlotte Hornets career. Oh my God, they just robbed Mike. They just robbed our brother Mike.
and they bad vets too, Dex. Don't forget that. Like they okay with losing. They're okay with losing. It looks like they're
Man,
having fun.
that's a good one, Joey.
They're having fun, and I seen the video with Lamelo Miles and Terry and them dancing. I'm like, Terry, you should not even be dancing with these guys. You should be like, bro, this is
Yeah,
one win, bro. Who cares?
he should be grabbing him by the jersey and be like, "Look, man, we got 82 more. I mean, 80 more to do."
Like what? The guy is
Terry
dancing.
show. I remember Terry showed some leadership and off in the off season by getting all the Hornets together and taking them down to Miami and have some scrimmage. But that was short lived.
Dex,
That's when I said this team right here is stupor. Even though they made the play in that year, but they're stupor. He got them together in the offseason, took them down to Miami in a secret location, and had secret workouts and things of that nature. And they was getting burned down there, a lot of reps. And I was like, well, maybe Terry finally turned the corner and want to show some leadership. 3 days after that, they back out goofing around, chasing Instagram models.
exactly. And wasn't that the same year that incident happened with Miles Bridges? Oh, I'm bugging.
Mm.
Not the incident with his lady, the other incident before that one. But he like
Oh
submitted.
yeah, that stuff. Right. Yeah. All that goofy stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
He want to be cool. Yeah, he want to be cool, but look like a fool. That didn't go to school. So,
Bruh.
so this, and I think this is a lot that's going on, and hopefully this new 260 just really just put all that stuff to rest. I hope he's more stable now and not chasing skirts and just being a good basketball player and want to win all over again. The fun days should be behind you.
You talking about
You did
Lamelo?
it. Of course, you did it. You had your fun. You're out there riding around in a Lamborghini in freaking Charlotte, North Carolina.
Exactly.
And at one point, Charlotte was the number one city that black folks was migrating to. I don't know if that's still the statistic now. It was a number one city. So it must be something good out there, you know,
Oh, it's
for,
peaceful
for
over
that to
there.
be the number one city for black migration to a big city.
Because the land is cheap out here, man.
Yep. Yeah. I know
It's
my boy got a car lot out there. He bought him a car lot. He bought him a lot of land. So
oh yeah,
yeah, it must be good
it's
over in
cheap out
Kinley.
here.
He's over in Kinley though.
I know what you're talking about.
But
So yeah, it must be good.
what happened?
They said it's cheap out. It's cheap. The land is cheaper out in North Carolina. That's why a lot of people from up north, especially from up north, they move down here. So you'll see a lot of my people from migrating from up north, especially black people. But you'll see them from New York,
Solo.
Philly, DC. They all migrate down to North Carolina
Oh, okay.
because it's cheap here. It's cheap. It's cheap here. It's cheap in South Carolina. But ain't nothing to do in South Carolina. So a lot of people come here and go to Charlotte.
I just think LaMelo Ball is in the gym right now. He's not doing no interviews, none of that. Like he by himself, some shit working.
But the thing is though, is that yeah, we know LaMelo working because we know JJ gonna have him in there working, and we know LaMelo's gonna put in that work. But if the problem is that it's the team around him, I think Miles Bridges is gonna put in that work. I think some of the young
Of
guys like a
course,
Brandon Miller gonna put in that work. But it's the
of course.
Terry Rozier and the Gordon Hayward, which they don't fit the timeline
Shit,
of
they
that team, and they have to go. But Charlotte is holding on to them because since they're a small market, and this is the I'll be very honest with you, man. In the past, like what 10 years, these two have probably been the best free agent pickups they had.
Hell no. I think Miles Bridges was gonna get picked up last year before that incident
No,
happened.
but Miles Bridges was not a free agent. Miles Bridges was a draft pick. That's a different conversation.
Thunder.
But as far as free agent goes, they're probably the best two they had. So they paid them. They try to pay them to keep them, which they did, or they paid them to bring Gordon Hayward and paid Terry to keep them. So, but that's what they did, man, for the time being. But the problem is that by paying Terry that much money, you make it untradeable because he's really a six man that's getting paid starters money.
Yeah, but Thunder. Yeah, Zoe needs to get healthy. Yeah, Zoe out in Bora Bora slapping cheeks. Yeah, he definitely needs to get healthy. But he's happy. He's in good spirit. His head is all right. So it's all good. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait till that knee. See if that knee holds up.
But what's it called? Terry
Rap
Terry
God, that's what it's looking like. Portland is trying to hold on to Dame hard. And I don't think Dame is really pushing the needle or Portland is disrespecting Dame. It's one of the two. Either Dame is faking the funk or Portland just said, man, sit your little ass down. You ain't doing that much. You ain't running nothing around here. We got Scoot now.
Damn. You think so? Shit.
I mean, who holds up a person that says I don't want to be here?
That's a fact. They're probably working out the kinks though, trying to stretch it, because Summer League, I think, is finishing
I
up
think
soon.
Portland is disrespecting.
I hope not, bro, because he made them relevant.
Zoles are always skinny. It's always been skinny, Thunder. He's always been walking on two picks.
But shit, you
Yeah,
think
they
so? Let me.
disrespecting Dame.
So you think Scoot is ready to take over for Dame? Because the way you
Yep,
said that make it seem like they think that too.
yep. They
Oh,
disrespecting Dame to the fullest, man. Then I shut Scoot down. Scoot hit 13 points in one quarter. They was like, okay, you got a shoulder injury. Okay, we shutting you down. Maybe a shoulder injury wasn't really all that. You know what I'm saying? But they shutting them down because they was impressed what they saw in that one quarter. And
yeah.
Dame is sitting up there with his hands folded, like, what y'all gonna do with me? What y'all gonna do with me?
Whew. I feel shit. I thought honestly, did I think that was a good place for Scoot to go? Yes and no. But now it's looking like no now because Dame want to leave. If Dame wanted to stay, I think him and Dame would have.
To be I have to disagree with you that one, Joey, because the simple fact that Dame wants to leave, that actually, granted, he could have learned from Dame for a year or two. That would have been cool, but I think it's a win-win for if Dame stays. It's a win for Scoot because Scoot gets to learn from one of a top 75 player of all time. If he leaves, it's cool because Scoot's going to get all the reps. It's a win-win for him.
I mean, school trying to push him off the cliff.
But it's a lot of like fuss
They
going around
didn't even
that
want to
they
be there. Why? Listen, come on. Why the hell do they ain't want to be there and they not going nowhere? They was the worst team in the Western Conference next to Houston.
that's what he
Do
said
you
though,
want to
Dex.
be that?
And Dex, I get that, which is why I've been saying that Dame needs to leave anyway. I'm just talking about from Scoop's perspective. It's a win-win from him, whether it's learning for Dame or it's basically Dame moves on and basically he gets all the reps on the team. Me personally, I want Dame to leave. I want Dame to leave, but it's just a matter of basically when they're going to get rid of him.
I think taking Scoot was a slap in the face to Damian Lillard, respectfully. That was a box in his face. You could have traded that pick, but they didn't want Dame. I think they done with Dame. And I don't think Dame was done yet. Because Dame never came out prior to that really saying, he probably threw hints, but how his words, like now recently they saying that he said, it's different now, man. I think that was just a slap in the face to him. Like, word,
I agree. They disrespecting Dame. They're like, man, fuck you. Sit your little ass down. You ain't won shit from us. We build this our way.
Smacking in the face, man.
And
But
then you got Chauncey cheesing. You up there cheesing with Scoop. Like, ooh, boy, I can't wait to work with you. You gonna listen. I know you gonna listen. I'm a point guard. You a point guard. I'm a champion. I'm gonna teach you how to be a champion.
Nah, word. See, that's a good matchup too. I forgot all about Chauncey in school. Chauncey in school gonna be nice, man. I just hope they have some decent success because you know how they like to pull the black coach and then bring in the white coach when they start getting a little decent. I just hope that don't happen.
That's
They always
cool.
do that shit, bro.
That's cool. That's
They
like the
do that
black
shit.
guy. Hey, that's like the black guy always die in a horror movie. And then when the black guy die in a horror movie, it's a bad death the way he gets killed.
why you gotta bring in that warrior situation again, man? Gotta bring in the warrior situation again, man.
But it's a lot of situations like that.
It happens like that,
Oh
bro. It's
man,
crazy.
sad, bro. Sad.
Shout out to Chance.
My boy Dex, what's going on, Dex, man?
What you got for us, Chance? I know you're eager.
Salute, panel. Salute, everybody. Oh, no, I can't hear you. Man, hey, Dex, I just came to hear the master.
Oh, come on, man. Stop that foolishness.
Hey, I just came to hear the master, man. That's all. That's all I got to say right now.
Well, Flight land down somewhere then, shit.
I'm talking about the master of promo, the master of disaster, the man of the hour.
We got the stream all to ourselves, man. We can wild out.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know. I just got home from work, so I'm just catching up with y'all.
All our conspiracies now.
Oh, really?
That's not a conspiracy, Dex. Flight's
not interrupting. Flight's not. All right, y'all. Let's get back on track. Y'all going too far.
Because he know that's a fake fag. It's a low key a fag.
That's exactly enough. Flight come on to say too. All right, y'all. That's enough. All right.
Let's get back to basketball.
Let's get back to LaMelo. You know what I mean, Lonzo.
But hold on.
Yeah, we can wild out.
Hold on. Did y'all see the Blazers versus the Hornets where Brandon Miller went off? Did y'all see them highlight Jerry West and Mitch Kupchak talking to each other?
Yeah, they buddies.
Yeah, man. They know each other for
Jerry West drafted Mitch Kupchak, I think.
But did you see the facial reactions?
I'm not for sure. It could have been Bill Sherman. I'm not for sure.
Man,
Jerry West and Mitch Kupchak franchise. You pay homage to Jerry West, bro.
Well, Jerry West made Mitch Kupchak a Hall of Fame executive.
Man, Jerry West made anybody that's ever walked the planet Earth over there in Los Angeles the man. Let's be honest. Without his general manager, without his really overseeing the whole team, putting it together, all of that stuff since the beginning, come on, man, you wouldn't have this dynasty that you have.
He said Jerry West telling Mitch to trade everyone but Miller. Trade Miller?
Yes, Dex, you have to look at his facial reaction. Like he was looking like he's seen shit on the court or something.
Wait. What?
He said trade everyone but Miller. He must be talking about the Summer League team.
Yeah, the Summer League team.
Oh, okay.
I think only Miller and Nick Smith got a chance to take that roster. And
so your boy's not doing his thing again, huh?
Miller shut down for the summer league.
No,
No,
I'm talking about
Bouknight.
yeah. See, he already knew who I was talking
Yeah.
about. That's my guy
Yeah.
right
Oh, because you look at the picture. Well, Bouknight had 28 and 7 tonight in a losing effort.
there.
But
He was
listen
getting
to
off.
this chance. The Charlotte Hornets only had 5 points in the first quarter.
What?
Exactly.
5
Bro,
points.
nah, bro. That's not real.
12 minutes of 10 minutes of basketball.
That's not real, bro.
5 points.
James
Bro, you got five
Borrego,
people. Bro, you got
James
5 people on
Borrego
the court.
ruined that guy,
Hold
bro.
on, hold on. You got 5 people on the court, right? Okay. The ball goes down every 24 seconds, right? So that means you at least have a minute and 20 seconds, right, to get 2 shots off, right? You can't make those in 10 minutes. You can't make more than 5 of those.
Brandon
No, you
Miller
don't.
wasn't there.
No, you
Brandon
don't
Miller
get.
wasn't there. That's
Listen,
why.
and
Wow.
you got. I think summer league is 10 minutes a quarter,
Wow.
right?
So you're putting
10
up
minutes.
shots in like 15 seconds.
I don't know how it went down, but all I know is that it's 10-minute quarters, and they only have 5 points.
How the hell you score 5 points in a quarter?
That's disgraceful. They made it. They made it a respectable game because the next quarter they had 29 points. But
What did the other team have next quarter though?
I think they had. I think there was like 23 or something like that. Charlotte did win that next quarter, but they didn't win the game. They lost by I think 6, 89-83, if I'm not mistaken.
Who they play?
So they played Pelicans.
Oh, that was going to happen anyway.
Yeah, they played the Pelicans.
They should have beat the Pelicans. Were they summer league team?
No, they didn't. No, the Pelicans won.
No, I'm saying they should have beat the Pelicans with their summer league team, but you scored 5 points in the first quarter. I mean, what the hell do you expect? You can't expect to win no game like that.
Yeah, to me, I thought that was disrespectful to display in front of your coaching staff an effort of 5 points, no matter if they came back and won.
And the GM.
Holding spot, bro. Everybody's sitting. And don't even think about going home because right after the game, we're going straight to shoot. We're going straight to shoot the ball. Straight to workout.
Bouknight had 28 points. McGowan's had 19. Nick Smith Jr. had 12.
You know what I'm going to do? They're offer for summer league. They're at the bottom of the barrel, and they shouldn't be offer. I know they're not the only team that's offer, but some of those other teams that's offer, we already know that they have contention in them. Charlotte doesn't have contention in them, but they should at least show that they will fight. And I'm not really seeing that to this level. So what I would do is put them on that yellow bus. I'm talking about the box yellow bus.
With the helmets?
Throw gasoline on it, light that motherfucker up, and push it off the cliff.
Would you put the helmets on them too?
No helmets, because that's protecting them. No helmets.
Is it the big
burn, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn that mother down.
Big yellow bus or the little yellow bus?
I'm talking about that little square yellow bus.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
And light that sucker up and just push it over. Where they in Vegas? So take it up into the Sierras and just push that shit over the cliff. Maybe it might fall in Area 51. How's that?
They ain't gonna find what area. They ain't gonna find what area they in. 39, 21, 36. It don't matter what area they in. They ain't gonna find them.
Because listen, only reason why I'm saying this, of course, I'm being sarcastic. I wouldn't wish harm on nobody. But the only reason why I'm saying is because it seems like we keep watching this movie all over again. It's almost like that movie with Tom Cruise when he kept getting killed by the aliens. And he had to start all over again. Day After Tomorrow. Was that what that was called?
Was it?
Where he get so far the alien to kill him, and then he had to start all back over again until he figures it out, and finally they figure it out.
It wasn't World War Z. I don't even remember, bro. You got me on that one. I don't even remember the movie.
I think it's Day After Tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But nevertheless, that's what the Charlotte Hornets remind me of. Every time we get to a certain point, it seems like they push reset.
Okay, you think they scored 5 points because there was maybe everybody was just really nervous?
Heck no, they're not nervous. It's just a lack of effort.
Damn. I mean,
They're
you're in
just
Vegas.
out there being
You're from
lackadaisical.
Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You're from a small town. You might be like that college jitters. You know what I'm saying? First game. No.
No, how's it the first game? This is their what? Sixth game.
Oh shit! I was trying to help. I was just trying to help the 5 points somehow, but I just can't. I don't have no words to justify that.
Bro,
That was
it's
it.
summer. It's summer league, bro. We really fetching for wins in summer league.
No. You're not expected to score 5 points in a quarter in any league.
Wow.
Bro,
I'm not arguing that. I'm just talking about the wins. I'm not arguing that.
I don't care if I'm coaching 10-year-olds. There's 10-year-olds that score more than 5 points in a quarter.
I'm just talking about the wins. I'm not talking about the points. I didn't watch that game anyway. So.
Yeah, I was just talking about the points. That's all. I was going straight to points. You got all those NBA players. You got 5 NBA players on one team, right? There's no way you in 10 minutes you score only 5 points.
Well, 5 of them is now all NBA players. Like only I think 2 of them are NBA players.
Well, you are in the NBA. You are wearing an NBA uniform in summer league right now, bro.
No. Some of them is going to the G League.
What I'm saying is, though.
Okay, this ain't professional then. Joey's trying to sparse words.
Let's be all the way astute about this then, okay? Let's give pronunciation and correct verbiage. Summer league is a display to show that you are ready to go to the NBA.
Yep.
And therefore really display what you can do. Now, when you have a shot like that to go to the NBA, to potentially make it to the NBA, you don't screw that up by letting your team score 5 points in one quarter. Even if you have to assist, rebound, I don't care what it is. You better rebound 22 times in one quarter just for your team to score more than 5 points in one quarter.
And I agree with you. Now, doesn't that show how much? Wait. Doesn't that show the talent that Brandon Miller was playing with was obsolete? And
that's what I'm saying. I didn't see the game, so maybe and he said the next quarter they scored 29. So I'm trying to equate that off nerves, but he said no because it's their 6th game, so it can't be nerves. But is it the lineup? Maybe the lineup is new. Maybe.
Or they just trash.
Because
Bouknight, I can't defend Bouknight no more, man.
I can't defend, but no. But he said he scored 29 tonight.
28, but
28.
But what has he been scoring the whole summer league so far? The last 5 games.
3, 4, 5.
What? Wait, what?
Under 10.
In 4 quarters?
Yep. He got the ball in his hand consistently.
Are you talking about the controller, right? You talking about the guy that has the controller in his hand, right? He's pressing all the buttons, the directional buttons, the A, B, X, like that guy?
That guy.
Nah, he was on the court with it.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
Yo,
I think Bouknight needs to be in a league that he can play one-on-one.
I came on here. I told Dex I didn't like the draft when they got him. Right? I already knew I didn't like Bouknight. Right? I didn't think it was going to work out. They should have just kept Jello, let Jello have a spot, and go from there. But they don't want to let LeVar get. They don't want to let LeVar get a shot.
I know one thing. If they shut Bouknight down, I know something.
Dex, that was the last game for them, bro. They done.
What?
That was the last game.
Oh, they don't qualify to extend, huh?
No, they done.
Then what do you mean they shut Brandon Miller down? I didn't get that. Then if it's the last game, what does it matter?
They didn't.
No,
shut
Brandon Miller. Brandon, oh, go ahead, Murdoch.
No, Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller got shut down tonight. Probably like a 30 minutes to an hour before the game. Him and Kai Jones. Bouknight played. He had 28 points this game.
Yeah, no, we know that. Yeah, Dex already said that.
Yeah, so
but that's
I know.
But they made it just.
Said in the chat they play a game on Saturday at 11:30. 11:30 a.m.
Who?
So
Charlotte Hornets got another game.
They do?
So it's over. What are you talking about?
I thought it was over. Not because I didn't see the another game. I saw the Pelicans as last when I was looking up. But okay.
Maybe
I'll look it up. I'll look it up right now.
So if they do have another game and they shut down Bouknight, I know something.
What you saying then? What you saying? Good or bad?
Bad.
But they
to
can't
do.
trade.
Hold on.
Be realistic. They can't trade him
That means
anyway.
a
He
cut.
has
That
no
means he wants
value.
to take
So
the G League.
hold on. I got it right here. They
Oh,
have
see.
they have a consolation game. They are playing the Timberwolves at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Oh,
Does
so it's
everybody
2:30
just
p.m. now. What about they shut Bouknight down? That's what I'm saying.
wait? Does
Bouknight is
everybody
completely
just
shut.
There's no. I did not see any report about them shutting Booknight down.
is there any other games, or is that the only game, or is that the last game? Period.
No, it's more games. That's just me talking about Charlotte. There's more
Okay,
games.
okay. So everybody's still. So how many more games left in summer league for all the teams?
I think 2 or 3 because they got a championship game. They got the
And
playoff
I'm talking
and then they
if you
got the
don't, no, I'm talking
championship
about if you don't
game.
make the playoffs. I'm talking about if you don't make the playoffs in summer league.
I think that's you got 4 to 5 games. I think.
So technically, if you don't make the playoffs in summer league, how many games you got left to play to show what you can do?
All right, so you got. Hold on, I got it right here. So they have. So you at least so if you make it to the all the way to the championship, which is on Monday, you'll at least have 2 or 3 more. If you make it to the championship altogether, it's 3 more. After tonight, it's 3 more games.
Okay, if you don't make it at all.
Excuse me, my bad. After Friday, it's 3 more games because you play Saturday, you play Sunday, and you play that Monday. But if it's a consolation, you only play one. But if
Okay,
you
so
win
everybody got one
if
game.
you win, hold on. If you win that consolation, you can play.
Oh, you broke up. Is that me or hello?
My
Is
bad.
that me?
I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right here. So how they do it is that based on the team's record. So Charlotte's probably only going to play this one game and they're done. But the
Is
teams that have
everybody doing that based off the all right? So based off the playoff standings, right, or based off who's going, is everybody only playing one game, or is everybody done?
hold on, let me explain it.
Okay,
Based off of when you use Charlotte for example, Charlotte is 0-4. That means that since they're a bottom team, they're only going to play a consolation game. That's it. Even if they win, they're only going to play one game.
yeah,
Somebody that is like 4-1, they will play the consolation game tomorrow. After
okay.
they play that game, they're going to play. They're going to play basically Sunday or Saturday or on that Monday. And how they do it is they do it based off record as well as based off point differential.
So what if you're like 2-2?
If you 2-2, you gotta win the next 2 games, and you have to beat teams by a certain amount of points. If you beat teams by a certain amount of points, you can get in the championship. If you don't, let's say basically you are basically like a 6-2, but you don't beat the teams basically by a certain point differential or margin, you won't be able to get in the championship. That's how they do it. They do it based off the best records as well as who has the highest point totals between basically gap between the team, between the wins. So that's how they do it.
Okay, so there's no championship game like where two teams play each other.
Yes, it's going to be a championship. It's going to be a championship game on Monday, but they do it based off record and point differential.
Okay, yeah, now we got that part. All I wanted to know is how many games does everybody as a whole have to play before that part starts? Like before that part starts.
5.
Okay, okay, that's without the playoffs and without the championship, right?
Yes, with the playoffs and with the
No,
playoffs, with the championship is 2.
Okay, so without is 2. Okay, that's what I want to know.
No. Yeah, so let me break that down. In total, the number of games that you play in summer league without the championship and the little playoff they do is 5. With the
Okay,
championship and playoff is 2.
got you. Okay, wait, what? Say that again.
They play 2 games. I'm looking at it right here on ESPN.
No, but I think I heard it backwards. You said without the playoffs and the championship, they play 5 games, but with the playoff and the championship, they play 2.
Yes, they play. They basically will play on.
Huh?
They'll play on. Yeah, because they got it right here. They'll play on Sunday. As far as because it is right, they got it right here for the constellation for Saturday. They got all the teams listed right here. They got it. Yeah,
All
they
right,
got all the teams
who's
listed
all the
right
teams that
here.
play in Constellation? Who's all the teams that are playing in the Constellation?
The teams that's playing in the constellation are the Hornets, the Timberwolves, the Raptors and Warriors, the Bucks and Kings, the Wizards and Bulls, Celtics, Magic, Nuggets and Knicks, and Grizzlies and Suns. That's who's playing.
Okay. Is Miami already
So
in?
they play Saturday. So that's the constellation. That means these teams right here were the worst team in summer league.
Well, the teams that are playing, right?
The teams that play Saturday are the worst team in summer league.
Got you. So now they're just fighting for that last spot, basically. They're fighting for that last spot. One game takes off.
They're not fighting for that spot. They out. They just
No,
playing just to play.
I'm saying whoever wins the constellation game goes on, right?
No. I think that's something totally different. That's something totally different.
The constellation
Those
game,
teams,
so both teams go home, period, right?
I think those teams not playing. I think the teams that's going to play on Sunday for the championship on Monday are the ones that got a better record.
No, you're going too far. No, you're going too far ahead, bro. Like, you be killing me with that. Don't go too far ahead. Let's stay right there where we was at. Those teams that are playing the constellation game, right? Are both of the teams that are playing in that game, are they going home right after, or is one team moving forward and the other team going home?
More than likely, they going home, buddy.
So both teams. So even if I play me and you play each other, me versus you, we both going home, regardless.
Yeah, it's a constellation game, meaning basically they just having two teams. They just to be honest, they kind of
But you answered my original question right there. That was my original question. How many games do they have left in summer league? That is basically one game. All the teams that are not going to the playoffs have one game left to show what they can do. So if I'm a player and I know I'm not moving forward to the playoffs or the championship, then I have one game left to show what I can do.
Yeah, just one game. But if you're a quality team that goes through the semifinals, you have 2 games left.
Yeah, we got it. We got that part. That part we got down pat. It was that one. I just need to know how many games they actually had left to get there. So they asked you.
It's just that I totalited it by saying they have 5 in total. So that's where I guess where the confusion came from.
But you confused it because you said 5, and you said, but you only got 2, but then you got 3. But I was like, damn, hold on, that's what you.
No. What I mean basically that is they got 4 summer league games, and then they have the 5th one, which is a constellation game. And but the team but the good teams get the semifinal and the championship game. That's how that works.
Yeah, which is 2 more games. Got you. See, that's what we needed to know the first time. That's all. That's how you needed to explain it the first time. Period. Right there. So you got 5. You got 5 games. So you got what? 5 games in summer league to show what you can do. If you don't make it to the playoffs, you got 5 games in summer league to show what you can do. And they set Bouknight down how many games? Or how many games did Bouknight play? All of them.
He played all of them, including the summer league that was in.
This is his first breakout game.
Yeah.
And it was because one player didn't play.
I mean, more than likely.
Now, how many points a game has what you got to been scoring?
What are you talking about?
The new kid. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Brandon Miller.
Yeah, Brandon Miller. How many points a game has he been scoring? He played every game, right? Except for this one.
Yeah, so he averaged about 15, 16 points.
What? Yeah. Bro, get Bouknight up out of here, bro. It's time to go home, bro. Pack your bags, bro. I hope you like stay. I hope you like Charlotte. I hope you like the city, bro. But it's time to go home. I'm sorry.
I mean, he going anyways, but Brandon Miller.
No. This was his chance. This was his chance to have a breakout, bro. This was his shot.
I mean, it was, but I mean, I don't think. So hold on. I get what you're saying. This is Bouknight's chance, but he also has the preseason to be able to show what he can do. But me personally, I don't think Brandon Miller is not his competition. Nick Smith Jr. is his competition because that's the one that plays his position. Similar body type, similar role, similar body type, similar player. I think Nick Smith is just better. Brandon Miller is not his competition.
No,
Nick
no, no, no,
Smith,
no,
Nick
no,
Smith
no,
Jr.
no,
is his
no,
competition.
no, no. He is his competition. He's his competition. Why? Because now that's your playing time. They're interchangeable guards, right? Because Bouknight is what, 6'6"?
No, Bouknight is only 6'4", 6'5".
Okay, I said 6'6", so he's 6'5", right? Brandon Miller is what, 6'7", 6'8"?
No, Brandon Miller 6'9".
6'9"? Okay, so you got 6'5", 6'9", right? Those are interchangeable guards, bro. Those are inches. Those are interchangeable guards, bro.
No, Brandon Miller is going to play forward, particularly small forward, whereas Bouknight is going to play shooting guard. However, if he doesn't step up to the plate, Nick Smith Jr. is the one that's going to be taking his spot, which I look forward to him doing that.
Where they drafted you at, right? You're supposed to be that guy that's right next to Melo, bro. You're supposed to be that next man up, not Brandon Miller.
And
Brandon Miller's supposed to be the third option.
It just didn't pan out. Well, the reason why I say that Brandon Miller's going to play the small forward because he's going to be playing behind Gordon Hayward unless they miraculously move Gordon Hayward or Gordon Hayward gets hurt.
No, because when Bridges come back, he plays small forward.
No, he's not. Bridges is going to play power forward.
I don't know why, bro. That don't make sense to me.
It does make sense because it's going to be a lineup. It's going to be a lineup of LaMelo, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. That's the starting lineup for right now.
I know what it is. I'm just saying, for me personally, I wouldn't put him as a 4. I would put him. I would put him as a 3-4, maybe. Yeah, I would put him as a 3-4. So Bridges is what? Bridges is 6'8", right?
About 6'7", 6'8", yeah.
Bridges, right? He's 6'8".
About 6'7", 6'8". He wanted it too.
Okay, so basically he's around the same size as your shooting guard. So why would you put him at the power forward position?
Because of his athleticism. No, it's not necessarily that. It's because of Bridges' athleticism, as well as he's probably one of the few players that actually has the physical capabilities on the team to guard a Giannis Antetokounmpo, as well as for his size, he's actually a decent rebounder. That's why they will put him at 4.
When he comes to rebounding this day, he's not a Draymond Green down there, bro. He's not a battler like that down there, bro.
I never said he was a Draymond Green. I said he was decent. I didn't say he was Draymond. Please do not put words in my mouth.
No, I'm not saying that you said that, bro. I'm just trying to give a comparison on my end that he's not even in that caliber of being a rebounder or a post-up kind of person, right? He's more of a kick and shoot, and I'll dribble. I'm athletic. I'll come and dunk on you. As far as Gordon.
But that is the point of the type. So that is the point. So in defense, he will guard a switchable forward, but on offense, they will more than likely run a motion 1 in, 4 out, meaning he's still going to play on the wing, just in a 4-out setting, while Mark Williams is in the middle. That's what they'll do.
So then you're going to give up on defense for your offense, but then what? Okay,
no, you're not. You're confusing yourself. What happens is that Bridges would be a mismatch on offense because he'd be on the 3-point line, particularly in the corner.
So you give him defense. So you get defense for offense, bro.
But Bridges is all right on defense. He's all right. He ain't no. He's not a slouch, but he's all right.
You're giving up defense for offense. He's not Aaron Gordon down there, right? Aaron Gordon is an athletic power forward, small forward position. He's 6'10", right? He can play interchangeable in that position. When you're about 6'8", 6'7",
Aaron Gordon is not. It's not nothing. Miles Bridges needs to worry about. That's not an issue for Miles.
Bro, please listen to me, bro. I'm trying to compare as far as size differential, right? The position that they're playing and how they play, right? I'm not saying he's just like him or anything like that. I'm saying you have to be in that kind of area down there to where you're about that height and you have that kind of size to where you can be athletic and play the low post at the same time. Is what I'm saying, right? Because now you're saying that he's going to be playing like Draymond Green, right? I mean, not Draymond, Kevin Durant, right?
But you know how tall Draymond Green is, right?
Yeah, Draymond's 6'7", 6'8".
Draymond is 6'6".
I think he's 6'6", but basketball, football, they're going to give you 2 inches, 1.5 inches. Yeah,
he's listed at 6'6". They try to say that he was like. They try to say that he was 6'4". He's actually 6'6".
Wait. He's listed at 6'6"?
Yeah.
So on the paper, you're looking up on the computer. He's listed Draymond Green 6'6".
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's 6'4".
So what?
He is 6'4". He is 6'4".
Yeah, they had him listed.
It's somewhere like 6'4", 6'6", something like that.
No, that's his real height. Then he really is 6'4". Like he really is that short. I thought he was a little bit taller than that, but I guess he really is. Wow, he's really playing.
He's from what it was said, he is legit 6'6". From what it was
Bro,
said, he's legit
that's what Charles
6'6".
Barkley trying to say too, bro. And everybody knew that Charles Barkley wasn't a legit 6'6".
What you have to know is that they did the remeasurement, so everybody's height is corrected. That's why Donovan Mitchell, who was originally was listed at 6'4", is now listed at 6'2".
What?
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell is
6'2".
When did this happen? This happened this year? They got their height remeasured?
Oh, this happened a couple years ago, big dog.
No, I didn't even know that. I didn't know everybody got their height remeasured. See, I'm one of the people
That's why when Cameron Durant came into the league, Cameron Durant listed himself shorter. Cameron Durant was actually 7 foot. Exactly. So he listed himself shorter, but because at the time in the league, they were saying anybody that was like above 6'9", they immediately put him in the post.
Yeah,
Cameron Durant, you know the story. So basically that's why Cameron Durant did that, but they just did the remeasurement, and that's when his real height came out.
That he was almost 7 foot.
that he is 7 foot.
Like I think it was like 6'11" and like 3/4 or something like that.
Yeah,
but he's a legit 7-footer though. He's a 7-footer. But everybody knew that when he was in college though. Like everybody knew that they were saying he was 7 foot coming out of college, right? Then they would say, oh no, I think he's like more like a 6'10". You know what I mean? Something like that. He's 6'11". He's 7-footer. His wingspan is 7'6", and so they was always giving him mixed numbers like that when he was coming out. So I think he was always a legit 7 foot though to me. Because him and Greg Oden was too close in height together when they was playing each other, and I was like, hold on, he's like, oh wait, he's not as big as Greg Oden, but he's just as tall as Greg Oden. Like, hold on, something ain't right. This dude is not no 6'10". You there, big dog? I think he's gone. Or am I still on?
Yeah, I'm still here. It just went out for a second. But Miles Bridges, he's 6'7", 6'8", one of the two. So he'll be fine down there.
Like I said, it's okay though. If you're giving up defense,
he's done it before. Plus as well, man. They got Mark Williams. That's what Mark Williams does. Mark Williams cleans up everything.
Nah, but that's the thing though. You don't want to leave somebody down on the post, basically playing two positions like an Adebayo, and that's why I have a problem with Miami doing that. Miami has to go get some big men for help.
As long as Miles Bridges can at least compete down there and at least do his best to have quality help defense, Mark Williams is going to clean up everything else. At least what he has to do is just compete. What he has to do is just compete, man.
You're wasting a lot of energy on defense, right? So then you have to go down on the other end. See, a lot of defensive players that they bring in to play defense, they don't really bring them in to score much. So they have the positions around them that have scores on the squad with them when they bring in positions, right? So when I'm bringing in Miles Bridges, I want that production that he puts out there because the boy is bad. The boy is
just going.
Right?
I mean, he's just going to have to be a quality two-way player. I mean, you're going to have to play both sides anyways, but he's just going to be a quality two-way. He's just going to be a quality two-way player. I mean, just because you put up 20 doesn't excuse you from not playing defense. You're just going to get in shape. He's going to have to get in shape and play both sides of the basketball really well. That's what it is.
Has he always played the 4 coming in?
Yes, he played the 4. He played both. He
played the 3 and the 4. He's interchanged with both of them.
No. I know. I'm just asking one question. I'm just asking once. When he came into the league, right? When he got drafted, did he come in and play the 4 or the 3?
He played the 4. And then he switched. And he played the 4 at first. And then when he switched, it got better. He started playing the 3. And then he started playing both of it interchangeably under Borrego.
Okay.
Yeah, he played both.
See,
because you got to remember when Miles first came in, he really couldn't play at 3 because he needed to work on his handles and he couldn't shoot. He couldn't stretch the floor.
Couldn't shoot the ball at all.
No, he couldn't shoot. Now that he's able to shoot a lot better, he can slide out to the 3 and play the 3. But originally he was playing the 4 like PJ because PJ and Miles Bridges, they interchanged their positions a lot because they're basically around the same height and everything. They interchange their positions a lot.
PJ can go from 3 to 5, basically. That's basically what he did at Kentucky.
You said PJ can go to what?
PJ can go from 3 to 5. He's interchangeable from 3 to 5. He was like that at Kentucky.
Yeah, he plays a small ball 5. Yes.
Yeah, I know. But see, that's what I'm saying. He's out of position, right? So that's why they needed somebody else bigger than him to come in and fill that void in that center spot. See, everybody's looking for a big center now. That you don't have to be athletic, but they want a Jokic out there. You know what I mean? They want somebody like that, a big man like that. They want a Joel Embiid. You know what I mean? They want a big man out there who's agile like that. Now, it's not a lot of them.
I don't think a lot of teams are just. I mean, if you luckily get a Joel Embiid, I think a lot of teams be happy. But I don't think a lot of teams are looking just out here just willing to go look for Joel Embiid. I just think they want a player. So here's the thing. I think a lot of teams want that. Want a center that's similar to Clint Capella. That's easier to find than a Joel Embiid. You know, until you get one. You know, if one falls in your lap, then you take it immediately. But if you can't get one, then you get a Clint Capella. Somebody that's gonna run, rebound, and defend the rim.
Yeah, a Dwight Howard, something like that. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. No, but look, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you can't, I was going to make that point, but then you said what you said. But I was going to say that. So if you get like a Jokic, right? You don't go get a 4 that doesn't complement that. So your 4 would be like an Aaron Gordon. Somebody is not going to come down and hog it all, but is going to do the dirty work, but get his numbers and look good doing it. And while Jokic just, he's the centerpiece down there. Now, if you don't have that, then it's the other way, right? You get somebody like you said, a Capella, a Dwight Howard. You know what I mean? Somebody like what was it? Oh boy, that came from the Lakers, Mobamba.
I said Joel Embiid, but Mobamba's cool.
No. I'm saying no. What I'm saying is Joel Embiid and Jokic are the centers that you want at a center position. If you can't get that, then you go get the Dwight Howards or the Capellas for that center position, and then you have the 4, right? Which is where you get a Giannis or a, you know what I mean, or a Kevin Durant or somebody like that can, that or somebody like that can play that 4 that offsets you, right? So that you have a dominant center and you have a great
Miles Bridges, which would be Miles Bridges on the Hornets.
That's what I'm hoping for. But on the defense, you do give up something if you go that small.
I mean, we're just trying to figure it out.
No, I totally understand. I literally agree with you on everything that you're saying. I was just literally giving the other point of it. So you're giving up defense for offense, and some teams you don't want to do that, like Milwaukee didn't. You know what I'm saying? They really put PJ out there. PJ is not the go-to guy that you want to hit threes or the go-to shot, but he will. He's a great defender, and he will hit crunch time shots for you. He'll do the dirty work, and you need somebody like that on your team. And Miles Bridges, I don't want him to be that. I want him to be the guy that he is right now. That showstopper, that scorer.
You got to realize that the one that's going to do the dirty work in that starting lineup is going to be Mark Williams.
I would put him
going to be Mark Williams. So the problem is they got to figure out. They got to figure out what's going on. They got to figure out the situation with Hayward and.
That's what I'm saying. I get Hayward out of there, bro. Hayward's done, bro. All right, his career's send him back to Utah so he can end his career at Utah where he started. You know what I'm saying? And
it's funny how you guys just tried to throw Hayward off the cliff, and it's not that easy.
No, it's not that easy, but they need to get rid of him.
Dex, I never said it was gonna throw him off the cliff. I said the monkey in the wrench basically was Hayward and Terry Rozier, but they ain't going nowhere right now.
Hayward, Terry Rozier, he can get you some money. He can get you some money out there. He can get some good shots. Come in crunch time, he can get you shots. Hayward, he gets hurt too much, bro. Right, and he's not consistent enough anymore, bro. You got to get rid of that contract.
Yeah, in theory, it sounds good to get rid of the contract. The problem, man, listen, man. Do you know how many rumors that came out about Gordon Hayward on the trade block, and they still can't move him right now?
I know,
it's
bro.
So many rumors, but they can't move it right now, man. It is what it is. They're gonna have to suck that up to the. They're gonna have to suck that up to the trade deadline.
Yeah, don't nobody want that contract, bro. Anybody picking that contract up? Not that money. But see, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I would do. I would get him out the way. I would move Miles Bridges into that third spot, right? And that would put PJ down at the 4 where he should be. And then you put your boy Marks, whatever, put him at the 5. That's your squad right there. I would put your boy right next to Melo at the 2. And from what I'm seeing, I think he can play point 2. Like he can run point sometimes. It looks like he's interchangeable from 1 to 3. If I'm not mistaken, by Brown. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like he's interchangeable from 1 to 3. Am I wrong, Dex? Am I wrong?
He said who's interchangeable from 1 to 3?
On who you referring to?
Brown.
You said Brown?
Or what's that? Oh boy, the rookie.
Talking about Brandon Miller.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
No, he ain't no 1 to. You said guard 1 to 3?
You know what I'm saying? He's interchangeable. It looks like he's interchangeable from 1 to 3.
Not from 1 to 3. No, not no 1.
No, he can play. He can play the 2 and the 3. He's not big enough to play the 4, but he can play the 2 and the 3.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, I didn't say nothing about no 4, bro. I literally said from 1 to 3 because I'm thinking that Melo sometimes can go offset that.
Not 1 though. Not 1.
He can't play. He can't play 1 right now. He can't play right now. He can.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like sometimes maybe like later on is he that kind of guy to where he can play 1 to 3 to give Melo a rest on the 1 spot so Melo can go to the 2 spot and just roll around and run around and do him sometimes. That's what I'm trying. That's all I was asking. You already said no.
Sometimes. Maybe later on in his career when he develops, his playmaking a bit more than but right now.
You don't go from a 2 to 3 and then develop a 1 and then develop into a 1. No, bro. You're either interchangeable, right? 1 to 2, or you're interchangeable 2 to 3, or you are special like some guards, like a Magic or somebody who's literally interchangeable through every position. And some people
listen. But he's not. But listen. Brandon Miller, he's shown flashes of playmaking, but he's not there yet. He's like you remember how Brandon Ingram came out? He's shown flashes until he was able to develop. Until he's able to develop that. That's the same concept with Brandon Miller, man.
No, if you bring up Brandon Ingram, that's the wrong guy to compare him because that's one of the most inconsistent players I have ever seen in my life, bro.
Brandon Ingram is not inconsistent, bro.
Bro, I've been watching this dude since college, bro. Since actually his first year in college.
Brandon Ingram has grown. A lot, man. He's made an all-star, and he's a 20 plus per game scorer. He shoots efficiently from the field. He's not inconsistent, man. The only thing that's inconsistent with Brandon Ingram is his injuries. That's it.
Bro, this dude
is not inconsistent.
Bro, if you've ever watched the Pelicans game, you can go through the whole game sometime and be like, "Oh shit, Brandon Miller, huh? Brandon Ingram. Damn, I forgot that he's scoring right now." Like you can literally go through a game and almost do that with Ingram, right? That's just weird, bro. He's not consistent enough, bro. I'm telling you, he doesn't help that team out that much. He's
the one that kept him. He's the one that kept him afloat while Zion was out. What are you talking about?
That's what he's supposed to do, bro. That was what he was drafted, bro. He was one of the highest picks. You're supposed to, bro. Like you're supposed to be that guy. Lonzo.
Point taken. He did his job. The problem is that he didn't have help. That's basically what you're saying.
No, he had help. What are you talking about?
He didn't have no. Who's his help?
Bro, they was doing their thing, bro. The Pelicans was doing their thing.
Who who's the help for Brandon Ingram when Zion went out? Please tell me.
You have McCollum.
But McCollum was the one that was inconsistent.
And then he was. But then you had who was your other shooters?
They don't have no other scorer on that team.
No, they do. It's not Zion. It's didn't they have
because let me run it down to you. Zion Williamson out. CJ McCollum inconsistent. Valanciunas inconsistent. They were all inconsistent. They were all inconsistent. Even Sky would tell you that. The only one that kept them afloat was dang on Brandon Ingram.
I thought Valanciunas was doing his thing.
He was all right. He was inconsistent, man.
Who else was out there though? Wait, who else was on that team? They got no other guard,
man. Not really. Not nobody to worry about.
Okay, but just name somebody else, please.
They got Herb Jones, who basically don't shoot. He plays defense, but he don't shoot. And then they got old boy. And then they got old boy come off the bench with the braids that be doing the little steals behind people's back. That's it. That's all they got, man.
He's about Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, Jose
and
Alvarado.
Then we got Trey Murphy the third.
Yeah,
cool. But Trey Murphy's inconsistent, bro.
Yeah, avocado. Avocado.
Man, so their only player that they had that was out that could give them that push was basically Zion. But Zion was out.
I got you.
That's it. So I thought they had. I thought they had. And this is me, and I'm being real with you. This is me being unbiased because I'm a Carolina fan. I don't like Duke.
No, I don't hear no bias. I don't hear no bias.
But it's like but I'm just saying this ain't no bias to it, Brandon. This is just being real. Brandon Ingram is a good dude, man, and you see because the thing is though you can compare a lot of these wing players that Brandon Miller is going to be walking behind or trying to come behind, such as a Jason Tatum or a Paul George or a Brandon Ingram, those type of molders.
Taylor Tots is more consistent than Brandon Ingram to me. I'm sorry.
I mean, Jason Tatum's on a better team than Brandon Ingram. He got more help.
You can't lie.
And he's on a better team. He's in a better situation.
And
the thing is though is that Jason Tatum is better than Brandon Ingram, but also you got to look at the situation, man. Brandon Ingram, a lot of his situation is not his fault. Zion can't stay healthy. At least Jason Tatum got a Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I know.
Smart.
Look.
He had players on the team.
I know, but when Brown is out, Tatum goes off, right? If he doesn't have a Brown with him, I don't see
But Brandon Ingram was doing that. He does. Brandon Ingram was doing that last year. Man.
He wasn't. You better put capping on that man. No, he wasn't.
And, yes, he was, man. He's the one that he's the reason why they got into the play-in.
I gotta hear
nobody else.
CJ McCullough helps Brandon Ingram out and Dallas.
He said that
CJ McCullough. No, hold on. CJ McCullough helped them out by passing Brandon Ingram the basketball. That's right.
He been counting CJ McCullough, right? He been saying CJ McCullough was inconsistent this year, and he wasn't doing no justice to the Pelicans, right? I differential from that. Can you please split the bill on that? What's the truth? Hello, Dex?
Oh, I thought you was talking to Murgot. No, I think
the truth is Brandon Ingram stepped up. Hold on. Brandon Ingram. No, you can disagree with that all you want.
No, Murgot. You can't shoo CJ McCullough away. He has been a very instrumental part.
Listen.
For the Pelicans.
Listen, I'm not knocking CJ McCollum's leadership on the basketball court. I'm not. No. Let me explain. See, you're cutting me off. Let me explain myself because Dex gave that statement. Let me explain. No. Let me explain. Let me explain myself. I never said anything about CJ McCollum's leadership on a basketball court. What I'm talking about is hold on, stop. What I'm talking about is his play in putting the basketball in the hoop was inconsistent last year.
I think CJ McCollum was pretty decent at that.
I don't think he was, Dex. And me checking
So
that, I don't think he was.
are you
Not
gonna
like
sit there, Murgot? You're gonna sit there and fix your mouth and say Brandon Ingram was the most consistent player on that team?
That's what he told me.
yeah, he was. He was the best they had on that team since
Nope.
Zion was out.
I didn't say he was the best. We talking about consistency. That's what Chance is talking about.
That's what you've been saying.
He was the most consistent player on that team, especially down the stretch when for them to get to the play-in.
How many times have we had a purple man come on here?
And CJ McCollum was second, but he wasn't as consistent as Brandon Ingram was. That's all I'm saying.
All right, look. I like how you guys try to mix up your words like that. Where you guys go, he's more inconsistent than an inconsistent guy, right? Inconsistency is inconsistency. Period. You know what I mean? Like you're not putting more on it or less. Like let's not do that, right? Either you're inconsistent player, or
hold on. But I got you. I got you right here. I got you right here. So Brandon Ingram last year, he averaged close to 50, basically. He averaged 48% from the field, which is his second highest in his career. Hold on. He averaged 48 from the field, which is second highest in his career. And then also he averaged about 40% from the 3-point line.
How many points a game?
He averaged close to 25 points a game.
Yeah, I told you 22. Well, 2, right? I was close to
Hold on.
I said 25. I said close to 25 points a game.
How many shots? Close to 25. That's not even the top percentile. In your shooting class, like in your area, in your position.
25 points a game is good, man. It's good,
bro.
What are you talking about?
If you're supposed to be that man, and you're consistent, bro, you have to be
consistent. 25 a game is good, bro. What are you talking about?
How many shots did Brandon Ingram take?
He's not taking a game. You have no
talking about 19 shots a game, Dex.
Okay.
Bro, you gotta take more than that, bro. You got no Zion. It's all you. Bro, what are you doing? You put
on him. You guys, Valanciunas got to get his shots up as well.
He told me Valanciunas was like don't even talk about Valanciunas because he didn't do nothing, right?
Okay, so what Valanciunas average? Hold on, Chance. Give him a chance to break it down. How much Valanciunas average?
Bro, I did give him a chance, Dex. You weren't here.
No, we give him the numbers. He's giving the numbers now.
Go ahead. What's the numbers on Valanciunas?
He's probably looking it up. Valanciunas and CJ McCollum in the shot.
I think he averages double, like 17. What 17-10?
Yeah, 17 something like that. Yeah. I think he's something.
I love those numbers for my center. He's not my go-to guy. He's my center.
Yep, I agree.
Numbers.
He was 14-10.
Okay, 14-10. That's not too bad,
bro. That's not bad at all for my guy. How many points? Wait. How many shots a game was he putting up?
He was only putting up 10.
Yep. Bro, that's great, bro. What are you talking about? Matter of fact, if I'm Ingram, I would probably give him two more of my shots.
What about CJ? Chance, you crazy. What about CJ?
I'm just saying. Wasn't CJ getting like 26? Wasn't CJ putting like 26 up?
Not last year.
Oh yeah, that probably would have. Yeah, that was important.
No, he only put up 19 and he put up 19 and he shot the lowest percentage. Hold on, he's put up 19 and he shot the lowest percentage from the field. I think he shot like 42% from the field.
Bro, 42%. Bro, what are you talking, bro? Bro,
from the field is not good, bro.
You just left the team that you go with.
No, he's a guard though. He's a point guard.
Bro. And you go into a whole new market and you shoot 42% your first year there? Bro, that is great, bro.
Yeah, a point guard. That's not bad for a point guard. It's 42%.
No, I'm talking about the point guard that relocated.
42 from the field, Dex. That's bad.
Bro, but you're relocating.
Yes, that's bad. That's bad. You at least want to shoot between 44 and 48. That's where you want to. That's your aiming mark right there. Anything under anything like 43, anything getting under like 42, 41, 40, that ain't really hitting like that, man.
How many shot attempts, Murgot?
Yeah, 18.
Oh, okay.
That's what?
So he's shooting. He's shooting.
Bro, that's good, bro. Bro, hold on. You're shooting 18 shots, bro, right? You're 42%, and you just went to a totally new team, total new lineup. You got to learn the whole squad, what they're doing, how they
Oh,
roll.
that was not stop right there because that was his second year with the Pelicans, not his first year, dog.
Huh?
I mean, really, he played 1.5 years.
Yeah. Okay,
So
one and
that
a
was
half.
back.
So that's not his. So basically,
Bro.
that's not his first. So basically, that's not his first rodeo
This is his first
with the
full year.
Pelicans. You know,
This is his first
with
full
the
year.
Pelicans,
He came in the
with his
second year
Pelicans,
last year,
dealing
bro.
with Willie. We're
Yeah,
dealing
that
with
was his
Willie
first
Green. It's
full
not his
year.
first rodeo. Not his first rodeo.
But that was his first
Bro,
full
bro,
year,
bro,
though.
bro. This is his first full year, bro.
So
With a totally new
basically,
coaching
so in other words, basically, my point still stands valid that Brandon Ingram was the most consistent player on that team last year.
Yeah.
Point
No, you
taken.
said no. You on that team, maybe, yeah, on that
Yeah,
team.
on
But
that
I'm talking
team.
about consistency on the floor, game to game.
Remember,
No, he's not. He's not.
Because remember what I said.
He's not.
Dex. Hold on, Dex. I listed in order. I said Brandon Ingram, C.J.
Yep.
McCollum, then Valanciunas. Did I not
Yeah,
say
you
that
did say that.
as the
Yes, sir.
most
But
consistent?
what did you say in
As
the
the
beginning?
most consistent.
I said Brandon Ingram is not consistent at all. You said what? Brandon Ingram is one of the most consistent players. And I said, no, he's not consistent like a Kevin Durant or somebody like that. You said, yes, he is.
The statistics prove it. He was consistent last year.
Not up there with them. They showed up every game down here. Brandon Ingram didn't show up every game like that. You just said it.
and
Brandon Ingram showed. He had to show up to get him into the play-in, didn't he? So obviously he did.
Bro, you didn't have to show up to get into the play-in, bro. Like, did you not see the bottom half of the team? Like,
but look what
points is good, though. 25
had to
points.
deal with.
bro, he's averaging 23, bro.
Hold on.
Bro, he's averaging 23 point something, bro.
But look what he had to deal with, though. Their best player was out.
He's
So
averaging
he stepped up.
23.7 points a game, right? So almost 25, right? So just like Valanciunas, almost 20.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He averaged 24.7, which is basically 25 points a game.
That's 25, right? Round it off to 25.
I'll round that off. You got that. You got that.
So basically, in other words, they were missing a 27 or 28 point game score in Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
But hold on, Murdoch. Wait, Murdoch. Now, when Zion was averaging 27, 28, what was Brandon averaging?
Brandon Ingram wasn't averaging 27 points a game though. When Zion was dominating like that.
So last year,
that's what we're gonna find out.
Hold on. So last year when Zion came in and he was a bit healthy, he averaging 27. Brandon Ingram was averaging around the same, 24 points a game.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Okay. I see, but you look, Dex. Do you see how inconsistent he is though? You forget he's there sometime, bro. You literally forget that he just brought you 24 points. I'm watching the game sometimes and I forget that Brandon Ingram was even there, bro. I literally do. I don't see him dominate down. Like he doesn't dominate, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a Durant, like a Booker, you know what I mean? He doesn't bring that bro. Even what you call it for Cleveland.
So you saying his presence not felt?
Yeah, like even Donovan Mitchell, he's inconsistent, but his presence is felt out there. Like he's consistent when it matters or like when you need. I don't know, man. It's just something. I don't know. He doesn't have that oomph to me. I don't know. It's always been like that since college, bro.
See, so now
if you want to talk about consistency, Brandon Ingram is a consistent player. But if you want to talk about him getting to the echelon of a Jason Tatum, he's not there.
I said that earlier. You told me he was.
I didn't say he was. I didn't say. I didn't know. My argument. No, hold on. My argument. Hold on. My argument has always been Brandon Ingram is consistent. I never said he was a top 10 player to league.
Bro, I said he's not consistent like a Jason Tatum. Bro, well, hold on, bro. I brought that up.
I said no. Here's the argument that I made.
Is this because Lonzo left?
Here's the argument I made.
The argument was
Let me explain it.
The argument to me was, right? When you don't have nobody else on your team, right? You
Let
have
me
to
explain.
ball out,
If
right?
you talking
I'm
about,
just saying, when he played with
Points a
Bob,
game, right?
Brandon Ingram was an
let me
all-star.
get the floor. Let me get the floor.
Go
Let me get the
ahead.
floor. Let me get the
Go
floor.
ahead. Go ahead.
When
Go ahead.
you're talking about consistency, yes, when he's consistent like a Jason Tatum. But Jason Tatum has another gear that Brandon Miller doesn't have. Excuse me,
No,
Brandon Ingram doesn't have.
I said this
That
That,
earlier.
makes him top 10
Don't take my
player.
argument. Don't take
that's
my argument and try to
interesting
use
right
my
there.
argument for
He's
your
a
advantage now.
consistent player.
Hold on,
If
bro.
you're
Hold
just
on.
talking about
No, I
getting
let you get the
points,
floor.
he's a
I let you get the
consistent
floor.
player, man.
Yeah, we get you. We get you.
He can
We get you.
still
I
be
let
a
you get the floor.
consistent player.
Yeah,
I never
we hear
said
you,
he
bro.
was better.
Bro, we hear you, bro. You can't stuff it down our necks. We hear you, bro. We don't have IQs of 30. We got you, right? But what you're doing now is very inconsistent of you. Because now you're taking my argument from earlier that I brought up and said that he was not compared to a Jason Tatum to me. Because he doesn't have that, he's not the upper echelon like a Durant, a Booker, a Taylor. A Tatum. Things of
My
that nature.
argument was never.
Hold on. I let you get the floor. Hold on.
Never
You
that.
said to me, no, he is not. No, you said yes, he is. I said no, he was not. He's not consistent like them. He's not up there like them. Sometimes I don't even know he's there. You said no, he's consistent. He's one of the most consistent players in the league. That's exactly what you said to me, bro, in that argument. And then you went to another.
And I stand by him being one of the most consistent players in the league. I never said he was one of the best players in the league. That's a different echelon in conversation.
No, I didn't say the best. No, see, don't switch up my words. Don't switch up on my words and what we were really talking about, bro.
But that's the conversation you're having about Brandon Ingram. He's very consistent. That's it, bro.
Tater Tots is not the best, bro. Tater Tots is not the best to me, bro. He's one of the great players in the league. He's not one of the best. He's a Donovan Mitchell to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That's who Tater Tots is to me, right? So when I brought up Tatum, I didn't bring up him as being the best or compare Brandon Ingram to him being the best. I literally compared him to consistency of the top players in the league. You said he was. That was the whole argument, bro. And now you're going back on that. Now you're taking my argument away from me and trying to use it as a talking point and a viewpoint. No, don't do that. You're trying to use it against me. You don't do that.
I'm not trying to use nothing against you. Because here's the thing right here. I'm breaking down to you that Brandon Ingram is one of the most consistent players in the league.
See, but you didn't say, bro.
Jason
you just said he was the most consistent player on his team.
Hold on.
And not in the league.
He is one of the most consistent players in the league. He stands by that. He is. He's just not better than a Jason Tatum. That's all it is right there.
So you say no. Wait. So you say you got 24.7 points a game, right? Donovan Mitchell averages like 20. Bro, hold on, bro. Donovan Mitchell averages like hello.
I'm still here. What's up?
Hello, y'all there? Or is that me breaking up? Am I breaking up? Or is that hello?
Going in and out, but I'm here. What's up?
Sound good to me.
No, I just want to know if that's me. Is that my connection going in and out? Is that me? Because if it is, I'm gonna switch up.
I said you sound good to me.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to mess up Flight's stream. That's all. I didn't want to mess up his whole thing. So I was gonna switch it up. But what I'm saying is, right, when he's up there with Donovan Mitchell, right? Even a Mike Conley was averaging 24 points a game, right? Like those are not the top players in the league.
No, Mike Conley never averaged more than 20 in the league, bro. Please stop it, man.
He did with Memphis, when he was with Memphis, man.
You come in here,
he was
man.
all-star.
The fact that you see,
bro. Hold on.
So you giving irrelevant points, bringing up Mike Conley.
Bro, before you argue a fact, let the person finish off the thought, right? Because now you're arguing a fact that is an actual fact. He did average 24 points a game in his All-Star year. You can go look that up. So you can't argue that, right? That's a mute point, right? So I don't even know why you're arguing that point, right? Now, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, if you would let me finish, I was bringing that up to say that he's a good player in the league, right? But he's not the top like a Jason Tatum, which is not even the top to me, but you mentioned he was, right? I don't even look at Tatum as one of the top players. I look at him as a Donovan Mitchell or Ingram as well.
Okay, give us your
right?
top five, Chance. Give us your top five.
I mean, I don't even like LeBron, but you got to put LeBron up there, right? You got to put Kevin Durant up there. You got to put it like even a Booker. You got to put up there. You got like these top players, like Jimmy Butler, bro. You got to put him up there. Like, you got to put Jimmy up there.
One more.
So,
Jokic, bro. You got to put a Jokic up there. You know what I'm saying? You can, huh?
So
okay,
I got it. So I got it right here. The year Mike Conley made the All-Star game was the 2020-21 season. he never averaged 24 points a game. He averaged 16.
That was his
Well, I didn't say
highest.
All-Star year, huh?
Highest. Hold
No, you
on.
said
His
All-Star year.
high.
You did.
His
Yeah, I didn't say
his highest points per game, which is not a year he made the All-Star team, is 21. He never averaged.
Oh, I thought it was
He never
24.
averaged 24 points a game. Never
Okay,
averaged
21.
in his career.
All right. I was wrong. I thought it was 21. My bad. I didn't say his All-Star year. That was Dex. I didn't say his All-Star year.
No,
I was just saying.
no. I
Period.
said he was an All-Star. I said he was an
Okay.
All-Star.
Oh, yeah. He
I
definitely
never said
was.
he averaged.
But yeah, that year he went to the All-Star game. No, he did not average. I didn't say that. I was just talking about in his career he did 4. But I was wrong. It wasn't 24. It was 21. All right, you got that. You got that one. But can we round it up though? Can we round it up to 20? Sorry, no.
No, you can't round
like 21.7?
Can't round that damn far now.
Was it like 21.77? Like, no, but yeah, you got that. Good looking. That's the thing. I like to be corrected, bro. I don't mind being wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. Shit, I'll correct myself.
Yeah, you wrong a lot, but it's okay.
Oh, Dexter. Oh man, you hit my heart.
Don't say
You
it
hit
like
my
that,
heart,
man.
sir. You hit my heart, sir. I'm one of the most. Yeah,
Well,
that could be
listen,
wrong.
moment here, man.
all I can say is Brandon Ingram didn't make an All-Star since Lonzo left. When Lonzo was his teammate, he was an All-Star.
But that's what I mean. Like they don't even look at that. Like Brandon, and he can show up sometimes. And when he does, he looks good. But that's how inconsistent he is to me as a player, top echelon. They don't even look at him to even consider him as a backup guard in an All-Star game. Come on now, that says something to me personally. They don't even look at you as a backup at least. Like I don't know. Not even a backup's backup. I don't know, bro. Like they already got a backup for your backup, and you ain't even a backup to that backup.
And was it rumored that Brandon Ingram was on the trading blocks? That they put his name up in trade talks?
Yeah, because they thought Zion was gonna. They thought Zion was gonna go. He was gonna be healthy, and he was gonna ride it off full time down here. But they were wrong. Oh, how wrong were they?
But
Did you guys see Zion?
But listen to this. But listen to this real quick.
Yes,
I'm gonna go through Brandon Ingram's points per game from his All-Star year down to the most current year. His All-Star year, he was 24 points a game.
Second year.
The next year, he was 24 points a game. The next year, 23 points a game. The following year, 25 points a game. It shows that he has consistency. Some of it is because he plays for the Pelicans, unfortunately.
You're inconsistently down at the bottom list of the guards, bro, in the league, bro.
Hold on.
How did it happen?
Something just sparked in my head. So Brandon Ingram basically averaged the same. So that is consistency. Now, my thing is this. Do you see Brandon Ingram elevating from that?
Exactly. That's what I said earlier.
See, but that's the conversation in my argument right there is that I think Brandon Ingram is one of the most consistent players in the league.
By the numbers.
I just don't think he has that extra gear.
Why did you say that earlier, fam? Why are you saying that now that Dexter is on here? You could have said the same thing earlier when I
said the same thing before. Brandon Ingram is one of the most consistent wings in the league. He consistent. Hold on. Listen to the word consistent. Right? There is hold on. There is a lot of consistent players in the league. Kevin Durant is consistent. Jason Tatum is consistent. I said when we're talking about consistent, I just said consistent. I never said they were better. That's the argument I had. I just said consistent. Listen to the word. I just said consistent. That's it.
No, look. Hold on. Okay, I get you.
And that's all I'm talking. That's it. That's all my argument.
All I'm going to say is that's not what you said at first, bro. You keep saying better and better. Nobody even said better. Nobody's even using somebody being better. I was comparing the two as in a counterpart, as an equal, right? Nobody's even saying better, bro.
Listen to this, man. I'm gonna break it down to you. When you compare Jason Tatum to Brandon Ingram, are they basically similar in consistency? Yes. It's just that Jason Tatum has a different gear that Brandon Ingram does, And
You play
hold on.
TDD.
Let me hold on. And I also specified and said that Jason Tatum does play for a better team and organization than what Brandon Ingram does.
You did say that.
So there is basically a
I give you
different.
that. You did
So
that part. You did say, but the other shit you did not say.
different. See, I did say that. I said that
No,
before.
you
You
did not
can
say
run
that.
back the
No, my
screen.
shit.
I
You
did
talking?
say that you can run back the
You gotta go
floor.
back, man. You talking my words now, man. You taking words out of my mouth. Hold on, time out.
Man, get out of here, man.
Hold on, man. I was speaking to you about this, and now you taking my words right back and kicking me in the mouth with them. Time out. Hold
I
on.
never kicked you in your damn mouth, man. All I
kicking my
said
mouth with my words.
I never said, listen to me, man. I never said Brandon Ingram was better than Jason Tatum. All I said that there was similar level of consistency. That was what I was explaining to you. And I said that I said also they're in two different situations as well.
That's what you said. I did. Look. You can say it over and over 15 times again. I heard you when you said it twice the first time when you try to make a different announcement of what you said earlier, right? So you can keep trying to overly explain it again. It's not going to work. You can try to explain it 15 more different times, and it's not going to work. Because I remember what you said and what we was arguing about before Deck came back on here, right? What we was arguing about was that you said that he was up there at the top echelon, like the other guards were that I named. You know, he is not. Now you're saying he's not. And you know that because Tatum has another gear, blah, 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 blah.
In terms of, listen, I said he's in the top echelon in terms of consistency. I never said in terms of being better. That's the conversation.
I'm still not saying better. You're still the one saying better.
And that, but that was the whole. But that was the whole. But that was the whole.
Okay.
I never said that you said better. But hold on. I never said that you said better.
Let me ask you if this means better. When I compare you, right,
I think
to
we
a
need to
person that is
move
your
along
equal,
from this conversation.
does that mean better, or does that mean you're just equal to that
With
person?
it, man. I just want to be done with it. Can we have a different conversation now? All right, cool,
bro.
man.
Dex, why you do that, Dex? Why you gotta go like that, Dex? Why you do that, Dex?
Because we've been on the same conversation for about an hour now.
Yeah, you guys are running in quicksand.
Exactly, man. We going in circles.
I want to ask you about the Heat. Hold on.
You can do what you want to say and lie. Go ahead.
Now, the Heat have some pretty good players in Summer League. Have you been watching them?
I love the Heat. I love the Heat all the time when it's Summer League because we always have great players, but then we move them, right? We'll let them go somewhere else and shine somewhere else, right? But we always bring up. We have great talent scouts.
Now I saw Jaquez in one game. He did well.
First game.
What happened after that? Because we haven't seen him since. What's going on with him?
They sat him after the first game.
That's what I thought.
He dropped like 20. He dropped like 26 points or something like that, and they sat him after the first game.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought that's what they was doing.
I don't think that's why. I think he got like a minus.
What about y'all center?
Wait. Did he have a minor injury? I didn't see a report on a minor injury, so you might be able to.
Please look at that. Please look at that for us because you've been looking it up all night, and I've been loving your consistency on that, and you've been hitting us with it. The facts. Please look that up because I don't think that's accurate. Let's not gloss past that because that dude is good. That dude is balling, fam. And you don't sit nobody down the next game when you just drop 26, fam.
Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they do that because they already saw what they need to see. Yes.
Well, then they signed him. Well, then they're saying, okay, we only needed this one game because we seen you overseas.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, no. Okay.
No, I'm not saying they're sending him nowhere. They're not sending that guy nowhere. He's going to the roster.
No, but the way you were saying it was like yeah, they just sat him. They just like pushed him to the side. Like let's move on. Like
when we mean shut him down, mean that they don't need to see no more. They saw enough. They like what they saw.
Okay, well let's do that. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere. You know that's right. Like that dude's bald. He bald. Like yeah, because he was saying it like.
What about y'all center? You guys got a center, and you guys got another. I think a forward. That's been like really killing it.
Yeah, but see that's where we help. That's where we help Adebayo out, right? Because now we can make that center and that forward interchangeable down at that low spot position to help out Adebayo, bro. Along with what we already have down there.
So yeah, you guys are looking good in Summer League. I mean, your talent is looking good.
Yeah. I'm loving it, and I'm
And
loving
our
that coming out
players
of
are not
that.
even playing anymore. And y'all still looking good.
Yeah. It's literally people that you haven't even heard of. You haven't watched them in college. You don't really know their names, where they came from, things of that nature. Those are the players I like the best because those aren't the ones that are highly recruited, but they ball better than the ones that were.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah,
Yep, we
you
can hear
good.
you.
Yeah. So I was incorrect. They set him out. They set him out. They set out Jamie Yaquez because of a shoulder injury versus
Shoulder.
Sacramento, and then they set out Jokic because of a foot injury versus the Boston Celtics.
Oh,
See?
okay.
I knew it was injury. That's why I was like, hold on, let's not gloss over that because you don't sit 26 down. No, you don't.
No,
You
but
have to
they
be
do
stupid.
though. They do. They do. But they normally sit you down after Vegas.
No, for your reason, Dex, yeah. Because we're moving forward. Like, get on the bus, go to your hotel room and get your stuff because you're going to our facility because you're on the team
Right.
now.
Yep.
Yeah, that reason, yeah. But you don't sit 26 down because they look bad in the game. No, that's stupid. That's what I'm saying. That's dumb.
They sat Wemby ass down.
Murdoch, I think you got an echo.
They said who down?
Murdoch got an echo.
No, that's probably Chance. It's probably me. Is that me that got the echo? Murdoch?
Can you hear me better now?
I hear Murdoch better.
You got to
me,
turn
Dex?
down your volume.
Thank you. Okay, good looking, Dex. I got you.
All right, cool. Now talk. Nope, still an echo.
Oh, hold on. I got you.
Mic check.
Be good. Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Better on my end.
Yeah, I think that's Chance.
It's me. You all good, bro? It's me. Am I good, Dex? Am I good now? No.
Yeah, when you talk, you're good, but when we talk, it's an echo.
Okay, let me go. Let me turn down still. All right, turn my mic down.
Unless you got YouTube playing in the background.
Nah, I sure don't. You know what? Let me check that too.
Because sometimes if you have YouTube and StreamYard up at the same time, you get an echo.
I'm good on my mic in though, right?
Oh yeah, I can hear you clear.
Can everybody hear me?
Then. I actually
got
out
good, man.
Yeah, you know you're awesome, bro. You're good. Yeah, you're awesome, bro. It's all me. It's all me. Don't even trip.
Mic check.
But I should be now.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Mic check. Okay,
Nope.
Good looking. Hey, I appreciate that, Dex, for real, because I don't like miss some streams, bro. I appreciate that. But what was getting? Yeah, the Heat. We're gonna be good because we got interchangeables. You know what I'm saying? And we always got good talent around us. We got great talent scouts, so we always got good talent around us. But we have to get that one. We got to get the next player that can take us over the edge with Jimmy. We have to get that other go-to man. We got to get that other talent.
Damian Lillard.
I don't want Dame, bro. I don't want Dame, bro. Dame doesn't take me over the edge to me, man.
You want James Harden?
He'll literally shoot you out of a game for like 2.5 quarters, and all of a sudden he'll drop 20 in a quarter. No, I don't need you to do that, bro, because you're taking all the shots now. Like, no, man, we have a structure.
Who are you talking about? Dame Lillard.
Damian Lillard. Yeah. I don't like his game sometimes, bro. I've seen games where he literally like 2.5 quarters, bro, 3 quarters. He's not even doing this thing, bro. And then next quarter, because he had the ball the whole time, and he put the one shot, he'll just start taking all the shots. And then you'll see McCullough kind of get mad because McCullough like, damn, I'm kind of hot. Like, pass the ball, bro. Like, damn.
Unstoppable said he trying to finesse Portland.
Oh my God, man! Please don't go get Dame Lillard, man. Why? We don't need him, bro.
The Lakers
gonna
give up?
Y'all get Dame, man. Y'all might win a ring.
We finna give up. We finna give up our young core all over again just to get Dame Lillard. The Lakers have entered the conversation.
All shit. I mean, all shoot. Wait, but who are the Heat talking about putting into the trade to get Dame Lillard? Who are the names?
Well, we know Tyler Hero is going to be the epicenter of that trade.
Okay. Is Duncan Robinson in it?
More than likely.
I think They trying to get a third team in, I believe,
Duncan
and
Robinson
nobody's
got
trying to help
Duncan
Miami.
Robinson's contract. That's why. Dumbass contract they
Nobody's
gave
trying
him.
to help Miami.
Yeah, because that dumbass contract Duncan Robinson got. They trying to dump that, bro. That was a dumbest contract.
As
Man.
soon as Portland say they don't want any draftees, the Lakers are going to snatch Damian Lillard. They waiting,
I
but
don't think we
Portland
have a
asking
draft pick.
for
We don't have draft picks to
Portland
offer,
asking
do
for
we?
some draftees.
And we don't have it to offer, do we?
Say that?
I said we don't have the draft picks like you got to offer them, do we?
No. That's the problem.
Oh, well, you
That's
guys
why
might
they
win
need a
that.
third team.
Yeah, you guys might win that. I hope you guys win it.
And
hope
I
you guys
still
win
hear
it.
echo.
You know what? That might be me on my. Yeah, I think I'm good now. I hope you guys.
Say
I hope you
something,
guys win.
little
I don't want David Lillard. I hope you guys win that, bro. Please win that.
Nah, you don't want the Lakers to get the Dame Lillard because that's going to be 2 championships back to back.
Nope. They're only going to give LeBron 1, bro. They're not going to let him get 6 like Jordan. I told you this already, Dex. You know me. You know how I am with basketball. You know how I am about conspiracies, bro. You know what I told you. Chris Paul will never win a ring. You will not win a ring if you're on Chris Paul's team. That's why Kevin Durant didn't win one, right? With Chris Paul. You're not going to win one with Chris Paul. He's a jinx, right? LeBron is not going to win more than 5 rings. They're going to give him 5 because they got to put him up there with the Kobe Bryants. They got to put him up there with the Magics. They got to put him up there with the Birds, things of that nature. The people that won 5. They got to put him up there, right? But they will never let anybody ever pass Jordan with 6 rings, bro. They won't let it happen, ever. He's the low. Basically, Jordan should have been the logo.
We're going to see.
And I don't even like Jordan. I hated Jordan. I despise Jordan. You know me. I'm a Magic Johnson all day. But yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Like they're not gonna let nobody pass that, bro. They're not gonna give LeBron a 6.
Hold on one second.
That's too.
Mic check. Yeah, that's Chance. Because I just muted Chance, and I don't hear echo.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
And I don't hear echo from you either. So that Chance have something going on with his equipment. Because when I unmute him, I hear echo.
Mm-hmm.
So Chance, something's going on with your equipment.
Ah man, damn it. All right.
Let's see now. See, yeah.
I'm still gonna echo, bro. I think I'm still gonna echo, bro. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna echo, man. I don't want to mess.
What you think is causing it?
I think because I came into another room. I'm going back into the other room where I was at. Is that don't make no, and I'm on my tablet probably too. That's probably what it is too. But no, I should be good. I'm always on my tablet. I should be good.
It says all of us.
I can go out and come back in if you
So
let me
you
back
think
up.
it's a stream? Okay, yeah, go back in.
Okay, I appreciate you. All right, I'll do that.
Yeah,
okay.
But
do you still hear echo? Chat? Because I don't hear echo. Everybody sounds clear to me.
Yeah, it was definitely Chance.
But as we were, when we see Dame Lillard still hanging out in the harvest and nobody have scooped him up, I just think it's a disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they already disrespected Dame by drafting that number 3 instead of trading it off for veteran assets. That's number 1. Then the draftee wanted the number 0. So either he's being a bullish or he thought Dame was going to be gone. And now it looks really disrespectful to Dame in his allure, because it's like, I want to be traded, but nobody really wants me but one team, and that one team still can't get me. And that's crazy.
Yeah, I think about him specifying that he want to go to Miami. I think that limits his options to where he want to go. course. Since we want to go there, but they're gonna have to work. Portland gonna have to work their magic. Try to get into Miami if they want to send them there. But if it was me, I wouldn't abide by that rule. I'll get the best as many asses as I can for them.
But see, and that's the thing, and that's why I said that's the disrespect. Because as much work that Damon put in for Rip City and all of the fanfare and hysteria he caused in the Moda Center, you can't sacrifice to get Damian Lillard out of there. That's the only thing. That's why I say it's disrespect. So if Portland is sitting back saying, "Oh, we're just trying to get the best deal possible," and then blah blah this and blah blah that, that's disrespect. Instead of saying, "You know what? We don't have to get the best deal possible, but let's get a deal, and we'll work it out from here." Because Dame gave us what? How many years? 10 years in Portland.
Damn, 11 years.
11 years. 11 years of fantastic basketball and exciting. Hell, he got a nickname, right? How many nicknames Dame got? Dame Dollar, Dame Time. You know what I'm saying? He got two nicknames, two monikers in a city that's a small market.
Yep, even got all those sponsors and everything.
Oh yeah, he got buku sponsors.
Yeah, Adidas.
And he's respected.
The Hulu
yeah, the Hulu. Yep, the Hulu. And he's respected. You know what I mean? Dame is a respected basketball player because he's a real hooper. And Portland do not want to cooperate with him. I think that's a slap in the face. They spit in his eye. Now, if Miami do pull that off, I think that'll be very interesting. And it will shake up the East. It will most definitely send ripples through the East, causing a rift and shaking of the landscape. It will be an earthquake. He would send a fault line down the Eastern Conference if he was to get signed by the Miami Heat. It would be no stopping. I would see the Miami Heat cakewalking with cadence through the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh my God, look at Unstoppable. He's trying to, you want to start a war, huh, Unstoppable? One thing, Portland Trailblazers is nowhere near the Lakers. Portland only have one championship, thanks to Bill Walton, the San Diego Surfer, the Jerry Garcia lover. I'm talking about the Grateful Dead and Mushroom, eating, LSD, popping, Bill Walton. One championship, right? Lakers got 17. So you can't compare those two organizations because we have Hall of Famers galore marching down that carpet where Portland only have probably a couple of Hall of Famers. So I probably wouldn't be saying this if it was the Lakers Unstoppable. Honestly, I probably wouldn't because our luster is way, way more potent than the Portland Trailblazers. So that's why I wouldn't say it as a Laker. But Portland, this guy elevated Portland when it was in the slums. People was leaving Portland. Remember that. The Aldridge and all those people was leaving Portland. And he stayed to build up a Western Conference contender in the Portland Trailblazers. So with all that, Unstoppable, that's why I say they disrespected him and they should sacrifice to some degree to get Damian Lillard into a comfortable place. Because Damian Lillard, with his play on that parquet floor, put Portland in a comfortable place. You feel what I'm saying? Unstoppable on that one. What about you, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like it's a bit of disrespect as far as basically what they're doing to Daniel. I mean, to ship, I mean, to send it where he wants to go, but you know how it is. It's a business, and they don't want to bite the bullet on them actually, shipping Dame to where he wants to go and not getting any picks back because they're going to want picks, and it seems like they also want a quality player back as well. So it is a bit disrespectful, especially. Oh, it is a bit disrespectful, especially with all they done for that team.
But see, and this is why I'm for player power movement because of shit like this. Because all that sacrifice Dame did, turning everybody down when he was a hot commodity, he did not leave. He stayed the course, and he wanted to win a ring in a small market from the team that drafted him from a small school. So he had all that in his head, and he was espousing that throughout the NBA. I mean, it echoed to every 29 NBA teams I was out there that didn't have Dame on the roster. I am not for sale. That's what Dame was saying. I'm going to play in Portland. I'm going to hold it down. I am not for sale. Now, when Dame raised his head and wielded his influence by saying, I don't want to play with kids. I don't want to babysit. I want to play with a veteran, somebody who knows what it takes to win. And it was like, Dame, who are you? We drafted Scoop. That's the shit I'm talking about. And now they drafted Scoop, and then Dame said, okay, you draft Scoop. I understand what direction you're going. You're not going my direction, so I want out. And now they're telling Dame again, shut up and wait. And if we don't find nothing, either you show up to training camp or you're going to get fined. And we're stripping some of that money back. This is what's going to happen. It's going to get ugly. Well, I'm not just saying the Heat unstoppable. If you felt that was disrespectful, you still got Philly out there. There's some other teams out there that still want Dame services, even though Dame picked the Heat. Well, if the Heat is playing, then maybe he needs to reassess and see and explore other options, or is that just reported and Portland is leaking out stuff so it can make it seem like the Heat really not trying to get him? Because sometimes, it's a lot of skullduggery out there. And these people be playing games because we know Dame is a ticket. Everybody know Dame is a ticket. Anywhere he go, he's going to up the ante for that organization. Even the Lakers. Now, something tells me somebody else is laying in the wing to scoop Dame up. I just have a feeling because this is taking really, really too long for the Miami to secure this deal. That's possible. He might have could have screwed himself by saying that all he wants to go is to Miami. I don't know. What you think, man?
Oh, give me just a moment. Had to finish my paperwork from work, but me personally, I mean, I like him in Miami, but I just don't think Miami even has the assets because it seems like nobody's gonna try to bail out Miami. So, but I do like him with the Lakers though, especially if you move on from. But I don't know if they're gonna go after him because they re-signed D'Lo. So I think that's kind of like out of the question right now. I think so. I think they're not going to go after Dame because of D'Lo. If they didn't have D'Lo, I think they definitely would. I think they definitely would. But since they got him, I don't think they will. But I think it's some other teams that he can go to and be able to help out. Just probably, be able to help out and everything. It's just a matter of basically when he goes there, is he going to want to comply? Because I mean, it seems like right now his mind is very set on Miami, and he might end up sitting out or doing something like that to force his way down there. So
Unstoppable.
we'll
That's
see.
got to be your stream because I'm hearing Murdoch perfect. He's not breaking up. So it's probably your reception. Listen, shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine. Listen, we out here, we ride. Thanks for riding with us. I mean, all the night riders, the essential workers that's out there getting it in. Listening to Flight Sports TV while you are important as you stand on the front line for any kind of remote disaster or emergencies that will plague the people. Big ups to you in whatever occupation that you in as a night rider. We appreciate you here at Flight Sports TV. And you know we are the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. So thank you for rocking out with us and, paying attention to our content and celebrating us as your presence is definitely appreciated. All I want you to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. We here talking Brandon Miller. We here talking James Bouknight. We here exploring the full landscape of the NBA. And if you are interested in other topics, I'm quite sure if you scroll down Flight Sports TV Vault and see all of the content that has been placed therein, I'm quite sure your taste buds will be very, very satisfied. So go inside the Flight Sports TV Vault and look through that treasure trove of video content and get your palates right. Yeah, I don't see no breakup. I think Murdoch can hear me clear.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, Dex.
Yeah, I think that's you, Unstoppable. So we got the Charlotte Hornets to shut down Brandon Miller and they shut down Kai Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Kai Jones is suspicious. I don't know why they shut down Kai Jones. He only got that one dunk over Wembanyama. I ain't see him do too much of anything else.
I mean this past game he showed a bit more flashes with like the Euro step stuff, couple of like 2 block shots, and everything. I still think he should have played because I think what Kai Jones needs in order for him to get better at his IQ, he needs more reps. So I would have gave him as many reps as possible.
I agree.
But I understand, they want to look at James Najee a little bit. I get it, but I would have wanted Kai Jones to play because I wanted to see how he does. I want to see how he does. So at least that's me.
Yeah, only person that really deserved to be shut down was Brandon Miller. All them other guys, they could be out there playing. I mean, shut down Kai Jones unless he got an injury, but shut him down because you thought you saw enough. I mean, that's disrespectful to the Charlotte Hornets fan base.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I would never shut him down.
He didn't deserve to be shut down.
Yeah. He didn't do nothing to get shut down.
That's what I'm saying. He got one little dunk that went viral, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going on with Charlotte. And this is why I can't trust Charlotte, and I don't agree with Joey that this team is just finna take off all of a sudden. I just think that there's a lot of incompetency with this Charlotte Hornet coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
And who Was that Cliffy that gave the word, or Mitty that gave the word to shut down these two players?
That's usually it come from Mitch that he's shutting down. But I mean, I
I,
think Spitty, I think he can. The head coach can say it, but I don't think he can. I don't think he can really do nothing about it. I think the GM's the one that comes out and says it, don't he?
yeah, that's
At
probably
least,
right.
yeah.
And Mitty was over there talking to Jerry West. Maybe Kai Jones is going to be traded.
Shoot, they might. I mean, he might like Kyle Jones. He might want to take the time to develop him.
Yeah, he might be traded, man. He
I
might
mean,
be a Clipper.
I don't. But I mean, how is the Clippers' development to something? I don't really see none of their young players.
Don't know.
Yeah, the last player I knew they drafted was Preston. I knew they drafted that boy that played with Bronny, but that was about it.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right about them Clippers, man. To come and think about it, who have they developed?
That's what I'm saying.
They always buy their players.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, right there. I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm. Like the only player they've been
Shea,
developing.
what about
I mean,
Shea?
Shea was like one of the last ones, man. But they traded Shea.
Yeah, they traded Shea for Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know who the Clippers developed. That's a good one right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they development things too, right? But see,
You
since they
said
got money, they can cover that.
you say they develop who?
No, I say they development stinks, the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
But since they got money, they can cover over that because they can buy their players.
Yep. Yeah, majority of their players, majority of their team, they bought them.
Yep, that's true.
Like
Sure
like
did.
uh like like Covington, Pollard, like all these Paul George, all these players, they ain't develop them. Even
No, Eric Bledsoe wasn't Eric Bledsoe drafted from the Suns? Did the Phoenix Suns draft Eric Bledsoe?
no the Clippers. I think the Clippers drafted Eric Bledsoe and he got traded there, but I think he
Okay,
was.
wait.
But
So he got traded to the Suns and came back to the Clippers?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. He was originally with the Clippers first because he played with Chris Paul.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. He played behind Chris Paul. He played behind Chris Paul during the Live City years.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
then when he and he
I
was
think
playing.
you're right.
Yep, and he was playing really good behind Chris Paul, which he should have stayed there, just been a backup instead of a starter. But that's when
Mm-hmm.
he went to Phoenix. And you know, and they did the whole thing of that's when Watson did that whole experiment with Devin Booker, and he got fired.
Right.
And
Yep.
then Bledsoe was on his way out.
Yeah.
Which in hindsight it didn't make sense, but now it does. Where it's like, all right, I see what he was doing. Because now basically you see where Devin Booker is, and you see where Bledsoe is out in Shanghai doing the same.
Exactly. Prison body Bledsoe.
That's funny. It's funny too because I got a homeboy. I pick on him all the time and say he look like Eric Bledsoe.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That jump be funny. He be getting mad at me for saying that. I be like, bro, man, you look like Eric Bledsoe, man.
Mm-mm-mm. Bledsoe was a Debo.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Debo in the Pelicans locker room. Yeah, everybody said.
Yeah. He was a good player when he was younger, man. He just couldn't, he just fizzled out because he can't play, can't shoot. Athletic is crazy, man. Play good defense.
Flight, can you drop the link, Flight? Flight, drop the link. I know it's a link somewhere in there. Chance. You probably just have to scroll up to find it. But there's a link in there. I don't have the link right now. Let me see what I can do. Scroll up. If you can't get on, let me see what I can do. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see what I can do, y'all. I found the link. So Unstoppable and Chance, the link is in there. I found the link. I was able to post it. Oh shit! I can tell. I hear echo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know why my echo was. I had YouTube in the background. Chance, the link is in the chat. Unstoppable, the link is in the chat. So some of these has been surprising. Murgot, what the heck are you doing back there?
Oh, my bad, man. I'm grabbing some. I had to grab my chips real quick. Hold on.
You on some late night fat boy stuff? Huh?
Yeah, man. I ain't eat all day, man. I ain't eat all day, man. Shoot, man, working, man.
Is that right? You said you had to fill out some paperwork for your job. Would you take tests?
Yeah. Nah. It's for I do tradesman work. I do HVAC, electrical, and plumbing. So I had to fill up some paperwork.
Oh, okay. HVAC. Okay, that's what's up. You do a commercial or you do residential?
Sure, I do both.
You do both. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I know a chick that do that. HVAC.
Really? That's what's up.
Yeah.
You don't see too many chicks in the field.
Yeah, but she like girls though.
Go figure. The one I work with now, she do too. Matter of fact, she actually getting married soon. So
yeah, she's down in Dallas working in big old high rises. She making some good money. I think she just bought her a crib down there in Dallas. Matter of fact, Dallas is another good place to live. That's in the top 5 for black folks to move to migrate to. Dallas.
Oh, man.
Charlotte's number 1, Dallas number 5.
What's all the other cities in between, you know?
Let's see. You got Nashville.
All right.
You got Orlando.
Really?
It was in the list. Yeah, Orlando was in the list. You had you got Houston. Houston was in the list. I mean, on the list, not in the list. Excuse me, on the list. Who else was on that list? You had another city in Florida, Jacksonville.
Really? Oh, wow.
And then when I was reading that list, I did not
Duval.
know.
Oh, Duval.
Yep, Duval County. Yeah, they said Jacksonville is the largest city in Florida. I didn't know that. But what I did notice, because I've been through Jacksonville, I've been up there a lot. I know it was spread it out, but I didn't realize how big it was until I read the article. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Jacksonville is huge. Because Jacksonville starts from the panhandle, go all the way to the river. To the water.
I didn't even know all that.
Mm-hmm. And then let me see what else city was on there. Jacksonville.
Then you said Jacksonville, Orlando. You said Charlotte was one. Nashville. Yeah. And what was the other one?
Atlanta. Atlanta's on there.
Mm-hmm. Atlanta's on there.
Atlanta's number either number two or number three. Number two or number three.
Mm.
Uh, it was a place. Denver. That's who it was. Denver. That was a surprising place. I didn't know blacks was moving to Denver. But then again, I thought about it. I said, well, when you look at Denver, you got the military base right there, Colorado
Yeah.
Springs.
Hmm.
So that probably could
Yeah,
be a
my
reason
home.
as well.
Yeah, my homeboy, that same homeboy that I was just talking about. He was stationed here in Colorado Springs.
Uh huh. So you got Denver, you got Littleton, you got Aurora, you got
Yeah,
Commerce,
but the
you
thing
got a
is
lot of little
too.
places out. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the thing is too. A lot of black people from the military live out there because Colorado, Colorado ain't Colorado ain't cheap, bro.
No, it's not. It's not cheap.
Oh,
I think the medium income in Colorado is like 58,000 a year.
yeah, and in order to own a house up there, you need to be making about 120.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I think yeah, Denver was in that top 10. So, but there's one I know I'm missing one. I can't remember what city it is, but I'm missing one that was in that top 10 cities that blacks was migrating to. Oh, Austin, Texas. There we go.
Well,
Austin, Texas.
that's a good
Yo,
one.
yo, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
What's up with you?
It's unstoppable, right?
No, this chance.
Oh,
This chance.
Yeah.
I didn't even see you get up here.
Man, it's unstoppable, bro.
I know it's unstoppable.
Yeah, man, you was talking some real BS, man, with that damn Dame in Portland
I
stuff,
know.
man.
I know you want to get at me about it.
No,
Go ahead.
no,
What you feel about it? What's the BS? Chop it up.
that they should take a hit to trade Dame. I'm not doing that, especially the BS
Because
that
you don't
Pat Riley.
respect Dame. You don't respect
Nah,
him.
it ain't about not respecting him. It's about okay, yeah, like I said, I
Birds out
appreciate
chomping on some Captain
what
Crunch.
I know, right? What you done for the for Portland for the team, but like, excuse me, you got me effed up. You think I'm gonna trade you for some 3 first round picks, which really ain't gonna be no good picks at that, and take Tyler Hero for Dame? Like, bro, you bugging
That's
if you
all
think.
they giving up is just Tyler.
Yes, he offered. The thing is, they offered 3 first round picks, which again, them 1st round picks not gonna be nothing because they gonna make the playoffs. And Tyler Hero, it's like, bro, I'm not taking that. Hell no, I wouldn't give a damn if it was Tyler Hero and what's Buddy name and Duncan Robinson.
Duncan
I
Robinson.
still wouldn't take it. Like, who was them compared to Dame? Like, if you
Absolutely
talk,
nobody.
you said what? Murray, you breaking up?
Absolute nobody. That's who they are.
Exactly. I mean, you ain't even talking about putting Bam in us. Like, bro, ain't no discussion. Like, I'm hanging up the phone. Click, see ya. You know, they can't even. Even if they wanted to send Scoot over there, I don't even think them boys could help Dame, bro. To be honest with you, they be so damn. Well, I think Duncan Robinson don't want to be inconsistent, but it's like, come on, man. Like 3 first rounders, that's gonna be late. And Tyler, like, I'm good, bro. Yeah, we don't respect you. Okay, but guess what? Your ass
And
better show up to practice. I know that.
and the crazy thing is though, Junker Robinson is inconsistent ever since he got that
Yes,
money.
yes. It's
And
like, come on.
Tyler Hero can't stay healthy, and then you're
Hey,
gonna
so,
give him basically 3 first round picks. That's why they want a third team to get in it, mainly a bad team, so they can get some early round 1st round picks to start adding more players with Scoop in that young
uh,
core.
the only thing I can see what might happen is they gonna mess around, probably shock everybody, and they gonna send somebody over there today. Because far as the Heat, like even for 13 get involved, it's like, bro, we not getting nothing because we want some players in return. If not, you know what I'm saying, some good players at that.
Yo, we're gonna get up out of here and pull back up tomorrow.
All right, salute.
All right, bro.
Come
Flight
back.
Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.